Monty Show, the truth in sports talk streaming. When you want unbiased opinions about your favorite team without the spin, all you have to do is find the Monty Show, streaming live and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on YouTube. And now, here's Monty.
Hey, yo, man, how the heck are you? Hope you are enjoying the holiday today as we have a normal show, because, you know, we work all holidays here on the Monty Show, and today is a national holiday. Is that right, Jake?
Yeah, I mean that's what I understand.
I believe today is a national holiday.
That's what I understand it to be.
MLB opening day. So the next 3 hours, we are only talking anything but Major League Baseball on the Monty program. Jake, okay. As always, we're presented by The Advocates. TheAdvocates.com, the best injury attorneys in the business. You know, you get in a wreck, you get hurt at work. Are you fighting for your Social Security or that of your family? TheAdvocates.com. They do all of that and more. And the best part is you don't pay the advocates until they win your case. So no consultation fees, no big retainers. You can even chat with an attorney for free online 24/7 at TheAdvocates.com. Tell me that opening day shouldn't be a national holiday.
Yeah, it should be. 100% it should be.
I think it absolutely should be.
I mean, the Monday after Super Bowl, you know, opening day.
Monday after Super Bowl for sure.
Like, these should all be holidays.
First day of the NCAA tournament, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, we've been sitting here all day long here in the palatial Maverick Center studios of the Monty Show. Just watching baseball. The Cubs won. I mean, I've had like 37 bucked ups today, so I mean, you know, I'm ready to rock and roll.
Right,
and I don't know what I'll do because for 2 days in a row we have the Miami bucked up, which is always amazing. Hey now. But what would this show be if the Pac-12 wasn't turning? And as the Pac-12 turns, breaking news came across this afternoon. That ESPN and the Pac-12, according to our sources, are, quote, nowhere, meaning that the Pac-12 and ESPN, as we told you a couple of weeks ago now, had not spoken in well over a month and have not spoken. They do not currently have an offer or a deal on the table. ESPN and the Pac-12 are nowhere, Jake. And this is where things get scary because I feel like now the Pac-12 is in no man's land.
Yeah, I think the situation is not good, and I think, you know, again, it's kind of this rock and a hard place, and, you know, no-win situation because, again, you know, we're finding out that, you know, ESPN just isn't particularly interested, and, you know, the other opportunities just are not plentiful for the Pac-12, and I think, you know, if you're someone who watches our show every day, you know we've been deep in this topic. We cover it almost on a daily basis. You know, it's something that we're really in, and I think this development is a little bit more, you know, how should we say, major than prior developments? Like it's not.
I think it's ominous, dude. I think the word is. I'm not saying it's not significant.
Yeah.
This is a dark conversation now because I look at the Pac-12, and the reason I use ominous is because you don't have a whole lot of other options. And I see 5 people asking if the Pac-12 and TNT are talking. All I can tell you now is that when I look at the sources that I talk to, when I look to them and I say, hey, not one of those people has ever told us TNT.
Facts.
Not once. And now I've asked, and nobody has heard that. Maybe I'm just not talking to the right people. I don't know. I have not heard that TNT has been involved. We told you yesterday that, you know, TNT and CBS are partners. They do a lot around the NCAA tournament. It would not surprise me if TNT somehow did, but I just have not heard that.
Yeah.
So I think the ominous part of this is a league that does not want to go all streaming. That much is very clear. And I think the thing that really stands out to me is this goes all the way back to the founding days of this conference. Larry Scott's refusal to make a deal with the DirecTV people. And hey, listen, maybe that wasn't an option. I don't know. But Larry Scott had a responsibility to get this league in front of as many fans as possible, and he just wasn't able to do it. It certainly was not a desire thing. It was an inability thing. And whether that's DirecTV now, whether it's Google and YouTube TV, all of these options that Larry Scott sat in front of Jake and I at his last Pac-12 media days and told us were going to happen that never materialized, absolutely have handcuffed this conference. And we can sit here and talk about TNT and Ion TV and Scripps and all these other options. The bottom line is none of those options, and I include TNT in this, none of those options are as impactful as ESPN with a combination of ESPN, ABC, and Stream. Because I think that's the deal that has to get done. And I'm not sitting here certainly telling you that the Pac-12 is not going to end up on ESPN or ABC, because that very much could happen.
Right.
Very much could happen. But right now, the Pac-12 and ESPN, according to our sources, are nowhere. And this is a very scary time, because being out for a rights deal right now is terrifying, because it's a very difficult marketplace. There is not a lot of money in the marketplace because a lot of people's money have been spent. It's a very difficult place to be. And the thing that scares you even more than that is no matter what deal is done, it is almost certainly going to be a hybrid. And in that case, the Pac-12 is going to be on the hook to produce some of that content, to produce some of those live games. And I just don't think that is what's best for the conference.
Yeah, and I don't think there's a desire on their side to do that. I don't think that they have any interest in producing content. If you did, you'd be doing that, because that's an obvious way out of this deepening hole on a daily basis. And I think that's the struggle, is like, I just don't think that like George Kliavkoff is a particularly creative individual. I think he's doing his job the best that he can do it, and I think he's qualified to do the job. But I think that the struggle is that you have to be creative in these situations. You have to be inventive. You got to be, out of the box kind of thinker to get out of this situation. And that's the way you get out of it.
And I think one of the other things that's so important is without ESPN and ABC, and listen, if you're at TNT and your Time Warner Discovery, and if you're on all of those networks, you're still not getting the reach that ESPN's going to get you, because no bar is going to have TNT on in September on a Saturday night. They're going to have ESPN or ABC or CBS or NBC, who's ever got that game. That's where it's going to be on. And I think the hard part is if you're the Pac-12 and you wind up on, USA Network, let's say. If you wind up with Discovery and you wind up on their family of networks and you're on USA, it's one of the things holding the Premier League back.
Yeah.
Is that you don't know where their games are going to be on. And the struggle is trying to convey that message, which exactly is your struggle now. And it's been a big part of why you have been so limited. The Pac-12 needs the brand that is ESPN. It needs ESPN to be, for better or for worse, it needs ESPN to be their primary distribution partner. And right now it doesn't feel like that's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's not to say that it's catastrophic. And I want to make sure that we don't get dudes saying, oh, well, Monty said it was never going to happen. I didn't say that.
Facts straight.
What I've said is they haven't talked between the Pac-12 and ESPN. They have not talked in a very long time now. And when I say a long time in TV, 6 weeks is a long time. And when you hear that they are, quote, nowhere, and that there is not currently a deal on the table, that tells me that we are a long, long way off.
Yes.
A long way off. And here we are. It's March 30th.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going into April this weekend, and you do not have anything that even resembles a path to $30 million.
Yeah, and I think we've heard, President Robbins from Arizona talking about how April 15th is sort of a benchmark date, and I'm telling you, they're going to go way past that, because he, upon some reading, Dennis Dodd putting out an article talking about how he, and I'm not even joking, President Robbins apparently is taking a trip to Kazakhstan. He's going overseas, doing whatever he does. So he's not even going to be in town for a conversation. And I think, I also think this idea coming out of President Robbins and some of the other presidents in the Pac-12 about how, they're not late in the game, that they have all kinds of time, that they would have just now started negotiating this TV deal had they not gone to market early. That's true, but at the same time, I don't know that you have all kinds of time, because time is not defined by when you would have started negotiating. Time is defined by how long there's a level of desire for your content on someone's network. And again, the desire is waning by the day. The desire for Pac-12 content goes down by the day, and that's what I struggle with. Is like, philosophically, you don't want to be on stream. Philosophically, you think you have all kinds of time. What time do you have? And that's where I start to get concerned, because it's like, all right, ESPN is out. Okay, well, where are you going to go next? Because we know the situation. So that's why I say it's not good.
I'm curious, and this is full-on conspiracy theory, and I totally get it.
Hat.
I'm curious to know if ESPN is taking part in the demise of the Pac-12. And I mean consciously taking part, knowingly taking part in the demise of the Pac-12. It's something I've asked, and I always get laughed at with my TV and ESPN sources when I broach this subject. But today, for the first time, I didn't get laughed at.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the interesting part of this goes all the way back to last fall, when we broke it exclusively here on the show that ESPN and Fox were encouraging the Big 12 and the Pac-12 to merge.
Yeah.
And when they said no, all of a sudden ESPN and Fox were all for doing an early deal with the Big 12. All for it. And Brett Yormark talked about how that was his first priority, was getting back with his TV partners.
We knew we had to get to market early.
And all of a sudden, and it's my opinion, it is my opinion that ESPN is operating tactically to the demise of the Pac-12. And I think it's because they understand that their bread is buttered in the Big 12.
That's right.
To steal your line.
That's right.
I think they know that there's plenty of butter to go around the Big 12 toast.
Yeah, there's enough butter to spread across the toast.
But I know it's crazy. I know it's crazy. I know it is crazy. Let that sink in for a minute.
Yeah.
Is ESPN, and maybe it is just, and I don't know what the word would be, in the background.
It's on the back burner.
Working for the demise of the Pac-12. Because I think it's a real possibility. I think it is a real possibility.
What, are you nuts?
Because if the Pac-12 goes away, who wins there?
You have a deal.
Well, it would seem like anybody involved with the Big 12 wins.
Yes.
And that'd be ESPN, ABC, ESPN.com, ESPN app, ESPN Plus. And what's ESPN got with the Big 12? ESPN's got a pro rata agreement. That says, yeah, we'll pay you equal money for P5s.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say that the Pac-12 can't get a TV deal, and I don't know, just pick the random schools. Arizona, let's say Arizona State, Colorado, and I don't know, get crazy. Throw in Utah. The four corners.
Right.
They decide the Big 12's where we want to hang out now. And let's say that somehow, some way, they bring Washington State and Oregon State with them. And all of a sudden, the Big Ten doesn't want Oregon and Washington. Well, where are Oregon and Washington? Like, you can see the domino effect. If it were to happen that the Pac-12 were to collapse, if it were to happen, because why are we in this position? Well, because President Fultz at USC went to the Big Ten.
Stay hard.
And she took UCLA. And George Kliavkoff and his compatriots were caught completely off guard. Completely off guard. And now you put yourself in a position in the Pac-12 where you are absolutely kowtowing to ESPN and ABC. And I think George Kliavkoff tried to play hardball.
Yes.
And tried to say, hey, we're a $50 million league. And I think Pitaro and the guys at ESPN and Disney laughed at them.
Hell out of here with that.
I am told that that George Kliavkoff and several representatives from the Pac-12 have had difficult conversations with Disney and ESPN.
I'm sure they have.
And that there have been some heated conversations between the Pac-12 and ESPN.
They'll drop that motherfucker.
So it would not surprise me at all, especially knowing the timeline that we've reported on this show. And you guys don't care to hear it.
Yeah.
But we're not talking to like low-level janitor who happens to clean the trash in, this guy's office. We're in a pretty good place at ESPN. We're in a pretty good place in the TV industry. We're not talking to nobodies. And I have it on pretty good information that they wanted the Pac-12 and the Big 12 to merge.
Well, because it makes sense, right? It makes sense for ESPN and Fox.
And when they said no, they went and encouraged the new commissioner of the Big 12 to come to market early.
Look here, man.
Because ESPN, and I'll also say, I think this is also why ESPN and Amazon Sports, the people at Amazon Sports, run in the same circles. They have all the same relationships. They have good relationships. They all know each other. There are no strangers in this town. I think the Pac-12 is in a very tough spot.
Yeah. Yep.
But Alexander Smitley is not in a tough spot other than he made Jake pull it out.
Let's go. We're starting early and often today, people.
Newest member of the program, Alexander Smitley. Let's go,
Well
Alexander.
done.
Appreciate you being here. If you are not a member of the show, there's the link to join to become a member of the show.
The Showgrum.
We appreciate it. There are multiple levels of memberships. You can get in at $9.99, which gets you into our exclusive members-only Instagram chat, which is a phenomenal community of testosterone-filled studs. I don't believe there are any women in that group.
Yeah, there is Amber.
Amber. The Batress.
The Batress.
Amber, correct.
Please.
So we appreciate all of you. If you'd like to join, we are happy to shout you out. Jacob Reed, a member of the program,
Yes.
gives us $10 to say if Brett Yormark was commissioner of the Pac-12 and George Kliavkoff was Big 12 commissioner, then it would have been the Big 12 that's DOA. But PAC presidents would never have chosen him. I don't think there's a chance in the world. And I will also tell you, it's interesting you say that, Jacob, because I will also tell you that we have communicated with just about every single Pac-12 president now.
Mm-hmm.
And I would agree that that is one very, very confident group of people who like themselves a lot. And without being specific about it, the interesting part is none of them are like, no, we're not talking to you. But the conversations you have with people off the record are very telling.
Mm-hmm.
They're very telling. And I think this particular group of presidents who I don't think there's any doubt are led by Washington's President Kase. I don't think there's any doubt she swings the biggest stick in this conference.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think they are ready to absolutely terminate George Kliavkoff. I think there is a palatable, tangible anger and frustration with George Kliavkoff amongst Pac-12
All
presidents.
gas, no break.
Yeah, I mean, how could you blame him?
Well, I don't know that you can.
Yeah, I mean, that's the tough part. Like,
I don't know that you can.
He's not done a good job, and that's why they find themselves in this situation.
Jacob, thank you for the $10 tip. We appreciate that. We are happy to take your money to read your comments first. We always do that on the show.
Yeah.
If you give us money, we take care of you first. If you join the show, we take care of you first.
Yes.
And we do that a lot of times by telling you that Bucked Up is the official energy drink of the Monty Show. Now listen, it's March 30th. We've got 2 days left in the month. We are looking to hit a brand new milestone. We need 10 more people to get free samples from Bucked Up Energy. The link is in the description below. It's quite literally 3 free samples of any of their supplements you want, whether it's BCAAs, my God. Worked out this morning at 5:30. The grape racked BCAAs. It's called racked BCAAs, branched chain amino acids, and it's got carnitine in it. Fantastic. The grape flavor is actually grape flavorful.
Bomb.
Love it. So go get that. Go get their pre-workout. Go get their electrolytes. Whatever you want, high stim, low stim, go check it out in the link below. Bucked Up gives you 3 free samples and the single greatest shaker cup on earth for free. Any color shaker cup you want. They'll give you different combinations. Any 3 samples you want. Click the link in the description below. We've got 2 days. We need 10 more. Let's get going.
Get it going.
Do it now. By the way, if you want to buy your supplements at buckedup.com, use the promo code Monty to get 20% off at checkout.
Yeah.
We love you guys doing that. If you are in the great state of Utah and you are wanting to try the Bucked Up Miami, I'm going to tell you now, it's hard to get your hands on.
It is.
But if you go into a Bucked Up store, they may well have some. Delivery day was yesterday at most Bucked Up stores.
See, and this is how adamant you are about Miami.
Yes.
You know where the delivery, delivery day.
Yes.
Like, you know how much you want. Like, you've got it all planned out. You know?
Yes.
Total commitment.
Yeah. Hundo P, bro. Absolutely hook it up, but go get the free samples in the description below. Enough of us, more of you. Who's first in today? Let's go all the way back to the top. J-Rod, 12-278. And look at that. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Let's get Buck the F up. I agree. 50-50 on Pac-12 survival. Hey, in the comments, does the Pac-12 survive? I believe it does. I don't even think it's a question. I think it does. C. Kaufman, a member of the program. Good day, all. If ESPN is out, may the Pac-12 rest in peace.
Maybe.
Don't disagree with that. Do not. Matt Hart gives away 10 gift memberships. You guys, this is one of the best parts of the show. Matt Hart is giving away 10 gifted memberships. Become a member as Ryan Thomas did.
Let's go. Hell yeah, dude. Welcome.
Ryan Thomas is a member now. Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Who else we got? Who else? Anybody else yet?
Nobody else has taken advantage of it
Come
yet.
on, man. Pick them up.
Nobody else has. So we got to go hook it up. Mike Chase says, rip Pac-10, soon to be Pac-6 if they're not careful. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Josh Holt says, hey, guys, watching the show from Alaska.
Damn.
What's up, Alaska? This show has become...
Are you like an Alaskan bush person?
We do hundreds of thousands of unique views a month in Utah, but this show now has truly become a national show. Love it. Something of note, the last 3 times BYU has played football at Pac-12 schools, Stanford, Oregon, and SC, BYU has been heckled in the name of religion. Well,
they have.
There is no doubt about that. There's plenty of toast for all the butter.
Yeah, that's right.
Our new favorite friend wants a Marco Polo update.
Okay, yeah. Update today is very simple. We're hanging out tonight.
Strawberry Fields Forever.
Yeah, and
this is,
and things
by the
good.
way, this is Jake's love interest. They are not dating. Well, they are dating. They're not boyfriend, girlfriend. He is dating. This girl is a beautiful, beautiful redheaded siren.
Yes.
She apparently has great personality because Jake no longer lets me watch his Marco Polo nude videos. But they're using the Marco Polo app, and to which I say, why not just send videos back and forth? Dilly. Why not just use Instagram like all us other normal people do?
Because she wanted to use Marco Polo.
And we all know what the vagina wants, Gwyneth Paltrow gets. Giggity, what's up with you, my friend? Chris P., how are you? Let's see. Vorlon, Angel 1811. Any truth to the story that Utah message boards? Well, there's your answer. Kurt Myers says, afternoon, my peeps. What's up? How are you? Do you guys believe that the Pac-12 survives? Do you guys believe they survive?
I don't believe it survives in this, setup. I don't believe that 3 years from now the Pac-12 is still in this current setup of 12 member institutions.
Oh, I don't think that there is. I think a year from now.
Yeah, obviously a year from now they're going to be 10.
I think a year from now it'll be 8. Because a year from now the TV deal will be coming to an end. Because let's not forget that the TV deal, as Bob Thompson tweeted at me today to chastise me in my tweet, the TV deal runs through the spring sports season of 2024.
Right.
So it's not just football, and I think we all commonly make that mistake. I am not immune to being stupid. But it does run through the spring sports season.
Yeah. And
a year from now, I think it'll be with 8 schools committed at a maximum.
I don't know, man. I think if you're already losing SC and UCLA, obviously. But if you were to lose Washington and Oregon, the domino effect would be heavy, I think.
It would be catastrophic.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. It would be absolutely catastrophic.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know how else you would describe that. Larry Pilgrim gives us $2 to say Oregon signing no deal, hoping for collapse. Wow. It's funny. I reached out to an Oregon booster today on this, and the first thing they said is we're not leaving the conference. ... yet. So I don't think Oregon's looking to pull a ripcord.
It is what it is.
I don't. Salty Drunk Way from Melbourne, Australia. Salty Drunk. Good to see you, my guy. Hi, guys. I will be sure to keep my comments vanilla today. Wow, you're just... first of all, you owe me... I believe it's not a case of 4X Gold Summer anymore.
Let's upgrade to a keg.
I believe it is a keg now.
It's a keg, bro.
The shipping has gone way up, James Knight. Salty Drunk is in Melbourne, Australia, where he has access to the single greatest beer on the planet, 4X Gold, which I am a huge fan of.
By the way, we are a huge fan of. By the way, your comments don't need to be vanilla.
No.
They need to be margarine, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Put butter on.
Thank you.
Anyway, it's fine. Gold and Blue Dude says Gold and Blue Dude needs a collaboration with the Monty Show. Love the show. Well,
appreciate that, bro.
We get asked to collab on YouTube all the time, and we generally say no because on most days I don't have time to zip my fly on most days. So I don't know all about them collab. Well, that's probably extreme.
His cock.
I would agree. Big Jack 512, who's now an Astros fan.
Bro, you're an Well, he is from Houston, though. Are we really surprised?
Really unfortunate that Jose Altuve's out for the year. Survive on this pass because UW and Oregon stay enough schools genuflect. Ooh. To them with the unequal revenue, but at least 2 leave. I think you lose 2. I would agree with that. I don't disagree with that at all. Hey,
time to pull it out. Here we go.
New member, Chris Hales.
Let's go, Chris.
Let's go, Chris. Good to see you. I love all the new memberships. I love it, you guys. The community is what's great here. So amen to that. If you want to join, again, $1.99 or $9.99 is what our memberships are at. $9.99 is worth it every month because it gets you into our members-only Instagram chat. Absolutely love it. Yes.
Big Jack's comment that says low blow. Right up here. Keep going. Up, right there.
Well, it's not like we stole pitches on a garbage can.
Yeah, it's not like we were banging a garbage can.
That would be a low blow.
Yeah, come on, guy. Come on.
Golden Blue Dude says, I tried, guys. You tried what? To collaborate with us? Well, I only do collaborations with people I'm familiar. I'm just not familiar with you. It's not personal.
Yeah.
I'm not don't get upset about it.
You're Aaron fucking Rodgers.
We just don't know each other. It's not personal. Everybody tends to get really personal about stuff.
Oh, you said you'll never collab with me, bro. What's the problem?
But we get asked to collaborate a whole lot. And we generally don't because it's not like we got all kinds of time just chilling on the shelf over there. We just don't have a lot of time. Nathan Connect says Gonzaga. It's
Gonzaga.
Thank you.
Gonzaga.
No.
Gonzaga.
Yes.
Gonzaga.
No.
Gonzaga.
Maybe.
I like Gonzaga.
I know. Taylor Smith, Utah needs butter up their biscuits and jump to the Big 12.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Let's go.
Let's get it going here.
Let's go. I like it. Cougar Tail says, hey, Monty and Jake, why do we keep talking like the Pac-12 surviving? We already know Washington and Oregon are just waiting to leave, exit stage right. But the problem is the finances in that equation don't work. And I know that we've talked about this a lot on the show. The problem for the Big Ten is not money per se. It's new money. Because nobody in that league is going to take, a quarter of their $100 million and hand it back. Right? Nobody's going to I don't think there's likely not 10 schools that are willing to give up $10 million a year.
Right.
To make even one of those possible. So what's got to happen is Utah and Oregon, or Utah and Washington, or Washington and Oregon have to be value enough to get a streamer to jump in and say, hey, we'll stream your games on a conference-wide level.
Yeah.
That's what's got to happen. The issue is not desire, in my opinion. And frankly, the Big Ten is one of the more difficult places to crack for sourcing and information.
Yeah.
But I believe from what the tea leaves have said and what people in television have told me is that Oregon and Washington are two very desirable properties, Oregon far more than Washington, and that it's a matter of money. And right now, by the way, I'd also point out that Kevin Warren's going to the Chicago Bears, so the Big Ten's still looking for a commissioner. So I just think it's time and money.
Yes.
Which you're going to battle on a lot of levels. So it just takes time. Nathan says Kliavkak.
Right.
Okay. Golden Blue Dude says, I'll come back when I have 20,000 subs. I only have 13,600 right now. Dude, your sub count has nothing to do with anything.
It doesn't have to do with sub count, man. I mean, we've only got 14.5 or whatever it is.
It's not like we're some huge channel.
Yeah, I mean, literally, like, and I genuinely, like, when we say we don't have the time, like, literally, it's not like we just roll up and just do the show. Like, I mean, today there were so many things happening before the show today. Like, we got in at 7, and it was like noon, 1 o'clock before we could even think twice. I mean, so the collab thing is just, it takes time, it takes preparation, you got to set it all up. Like, we're just not, that's not really our
Golden
setup.
Blue Dude, it has, I have no, before you said that, I had no idea how many subscribers you had. Honestly, it's not personal, man. I just don't know you. And even if you and I were best friends, it would take a lot of scheduling to get a collab done. It's quite literally just a matter of time. I'm sure you do a great job, man. Like, I don't dislike you, man.
Yeah.
It's not like that for me. It's not personal, certainly. I'm sure if you do a show or whatever it is, hey, I'm sure you're awesome at it, man. It's all good, man. I'm not trying to make it a thing. USC is preventing Oregon from joining. I don't believe that's true.
Yeah.
I don't believe that's true at all. One, USC doesn't have a lot of influence on the conference yet.
Yeah.
Number one. Number two, I don't think there's any doubt that USC understands they need Pacific time zone travel partners.
Yeah, and I just don't understand, like, why would you not want them to join the conference? I mean, it benefits you all around.
Yeah, I don't know. I think USC, if nothing else, is a very savvy business partner. There's no doubt about that. I mean, I think Oregon is one of those schools, oddly enough, that just takes a beating for no reason. I've never understood.
Well, the way they cheer and, all the religious issues, and I mean, they don't help themselves.
I don't disagree with that, but I think fandom is very different than business. Golden Blue says, I'm just messing with you. Christopher Shannon says his feelings are hurt. Cyclone Steve says, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
What's up, Steve? Good to see you, man. Ryan Fair says, are you though? Buy an energy drink first, LOL.
I don't understand.
I don't know.
What?
Let's see. Buddy Broxton says he's a hack.
Who's a hack?
Let's see. Golden Blue Dude says, I understand the timing thing. No problem. Just messing with y'all. Well, good to meet you, man.
Yeah, good to meet you, dude.
Good to, and hey, if a collab works out down the road, hey, great, man. Jayhawk Scott says, I think the goal of all schools left of the Big and SEC need to get together to create the strongest league they can to survive and remain relevant. I think that the Pac-12's biggest misstep was not merging with the Big 12.
Yeah.
I think that is the single biggest mistake that was made.
Well, and we're still seeing pride being an issue. I mean, again, and I know the education thing pisses everybody off, so I'm not trying to piss everyone off, but I think, there are just too many examples of the Pac-12 being prideful and being very stubborn in the way they go about it. And I think, there's no doubt that you make a ton of money in education. I don't even disagree with that. But I think there's no way to get around the fact that, it's not beneficial to you in any way if you're having conference issues. That's just not good.
But if you're the Pac-12 and you had a chance to merge with the Big 12, right? Doesn't that solve your educational concerns, your education revenue concerns? Because as a group, you still would have been together. So you still would have had that pull and sway academically and in academia. I think it truly is a thing where the Pac-12 just, what's the right way to say it? Overvalued themselves, was overconfident, overstated their position. I don't know how you want to describe it.
Yeah.
I don't know how you want to describe it. But they should have merged with the Big 12. And would that have meant that there were 10 teams from the Pac-12 and, now 14 teams and you've got 24 teams? I have no idea. But now I think you've put the Big 12 not only in a solid position, but you put the Big 12 in a position to add schools like Gonzaga, UConn, St. John. Like you've given Brett Yormark the opportunity to add an East Coast arm.
Gonzaga.
And now his stated goal, obviously, is we want the Pacific time zone.
Gonzaga.
And you're not going to get San Diego State.
Gonzaga.
I don't think that happens. But what I do know is you've given Brett Yormark all the bullets he needs for his
Gonzaga.
gun. And he has got the ability now to execute on this vision that he's talked about.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, I want to monetize basketball. Well, if you're Gonzaga and you're choosing Pac-12 or Big 12, well, I'm going to go to the Big 12 because this is the best basketball conference in the country.
Gonzaga.
And if you are UConn or St. John's and you're like, well, hey, where am I going to stay in the Big East? Am I going to go to the ACC? And the other thing is, by the way, why isn't the ACC doing what the Big 12 is doing with basketball? Because you want to talk about brands. And I don't think anybody would argue the Big 12 is the best college basketball conference in the country.
Yeah, I just don't think it's that
Right?
controversial of a take. Yeah.
But it's not got the best basketball brand. We call that Tobacco Road. We call that Duke. We call that Carolina. We call that the ACC.
The bluest of
Right?
blue bloods.
Right? Now, Kentucky, Kansas, sure, there are others out there. There are no bigger brands in college basketball than Duke and Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, let's not kid ourselves. I mean, Roy Williams and Coach K going at it, yeah, I mean, is forever legendary. I mean, I just think it's next level stuff. And I also think, we've been having this conversation here on the show, Grum, over the last couple of days about how college basketball is in an interesting spot. And I think, all these coaching changes and guys retiring, the Coach K's, Roy Williams, you have, Jim Boeheim retiring.
Yeah.
Like, there are a lot of legends leaving the game. And I think that also doesn't help you because I think,
Not at all.
we can look back and say, hey, like Roy Williams had, I mean, just some of the best UNC teams ever. And I can tell you as a youngster, a teenager, I remember being like, yeah, dude, I hate math class and I'm ready for UNC Duke tonight. Like, I remember that. And that was because there was something to hold on to. And that's what I find myself missing in today's game. So, yeah, if you're the ACC, I don't know why you wouldn't try to be more aggressive with your branding.
I agree. The Tile King of Utah, Jet Wayman, says THT was dynamite. Talon Horton Tucker, 41 for the Utah Jazz. Coming up in about 90 minutes, we'll talk NBA Utah Jazz right here on the Monty Show. Teddy Wayman, good to see you. By the way, Teddy Wayman, the winner of our Go to the Jazz Game contest for $10,000. It's crazy that right now, I haven't looked today, but we gave away at $10,000 the tickets to go to a Jazz game, the last home game of the year. We're at 14,571. That was 4,500 subscribers ago.
I'm so bricked up right now.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Teddy, good to see you. Nathan says, the Monty Show is a lone wolf. They walk alone. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So true. If they cherry pick from the 12, Iowa State would be doomed and the PAC would be strong. I'm so glad they were prideful. Yeah.
Well,
if
yeah,
you think
if you're
about
on that side of the fence, for sure.
the problem for Iowa State is not that Iowa State's bad. The problem for Iowa State is,
Careful now. You're going to piss people off.
well, and I know it upset people last time, but Iowa State just isn't one of those schools where you're like, man, we got to get Iowa State. Like you had a down year, right? You've had recent success,
Yeah.
but it's just that you're not at the forefront.
Look, Iowa State is no West Virginia, but they'll do.
But look
okay?
at North Carolina.
Yeah.
North Carolina misses the NCAA tournament.
How?
They're going to win the NIT. Oh, wait, they're not because they refused to go to a postseason tournament because they said it was so bad and so off of their brand to miss the NCAA tournament. We're not going to focus on a postseason tournament. We're going to get ready for next year.
And who transferred? Who jumped in the portal after that? Caleb Love.
By the way, did you guys notice how, and not to pile on the Pac-12, have you guys followed the transfer portal on the Pac-12?
Dude.
Jesus. Like, I think
it's not the transfer portal, it's the purge.
Dude, there are so many bros in the transfer portal from the Pac-12.
Yeah.
You can't tell me it's not detrimental in a very large fashion.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get into one and dones and blue bloods and my mom's cousin is in the Final Four. Congratulations.
Everybody is outraged.
But it's a hemorrhage.
Yes.
Going on in the Pac-12 when it comes to the transfer portal.
Yes.
Monty Fan in Rexburg, Idaho. Idaho. Imagine naming the third super conference. What would it be? The Big PAC? All right, let's go over to Jetcopter 26. He's about the Tampax conference.
Is this thing on?
I don't know what. Please do not call it the Big PAC.
Yeah.
Listen, you do not weaponize the female.
I need a dick.
Okay, I wasn't going there.
Jackass.
The feminine hygiene products do not deserve to be weaponized.
His cock.
That drop is never going to get old. Michael Pressler, Golden Blue Dude, is a soaker. Y'all some real tip dippers.
Okay, dude, if you're gonna troll us, get the nomenclature right. It's not a tip dipper. It's just a tipper. Idiot. Get it right.
Michael, who hurt you? I don't care.
Lewis said boo.
Louis Do. San Diego State has no downside to go to the PAC as long as they do not sign a long-term grant of rights. Exactly right.
Yeah, now there's some people who think, and again, this is full-on rumor mill, I'm not saying this is facts at all.
Trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro stuff. But there are some people who are like, oh, well, they could just sign the TV deal and not do a grant of rights, and then they could leave like next year.
Well, I ain't going to work like that.
Come on, dude.
I think you are looking at a situation where grant of rights are going to go away. I truly do. I think at some point, at some place in time, it is, and this is just my opinion, but I've had several conversations with people who are like, grant of rights are antiquated. They're old.
Yeah.
And you have to have the right to go and make your own deals. But what is the issue with that? We just eliminated, like, third-tier rights are gone now.
Yeah.
Games on, your local CW are gone now. BYU Network is gone. Longhorn Network is gone.
Yeah.
The third-tier rights don't exist anymore.
Well, and I think what's really interesting is, like, you have this dynamic at play where if we were ever to get to a place where every school sold their own TV packages and stuff, like, think of it this way. Because right now what happens is George Kliavkoff goes to ESPN, Fox, all the major players, talks to him, gets a deal hammered out, then's got to go get a grant of rights. In this new version, there's two ways it would be done. The haves, because it's the haves and the have-nots. The haves would still have the ESPNs and Foxes and everyone carrying them. They would do individual deals, would not be at the conference level, would be at the school level. The have-nots would go a different route, which would be much like the MSG deal, where, hey, we're going to make and produce all our own content. It is live and free here, and then you're going to sell all that content based on the views, like a traditional YouTuber would,
right,
or a traditional content creator would. And I think that ultimately is where it's going, because the more I think about this, like, and again, I know I'm Mr. Deion Sanders on this show, but you look at guys like Deion Sanders. Yep, stay hard, bro. Stay hard, man.
Deion's the greatest coach ever.
Yeah, dude, Shador and Deion, right?
Cock.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let me flex my throat a little bit, Prime.
I need a dick.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach Prime. I'm ready, sir. Come
you just
on
have to snap out of it a little
You're
bit.
Such a Deion
Imagine if
apologist.
Deion could go out and sell his content. You tell me he wouldn't make a ton of money.
The problem is that doesn't work across the board, because then Iowa State and Boise State,
well, hey,
they get
that's
left
life.
on the outside looking in.
But that's life, dude. That's
it's not that's life. You know what it is? It's bad business.
How?
Because your conference will suffer. That's how.
Yeah.
Because right now, if you want Oregon football, you got to buy the Pac-12 package. If you want USC football, you got to buy the Pac-12 package, which saves Oregon State, Washington State, to the same extent Arizona. Like,
But what good is that if your conference is going to fold anyway? Like, I
Well,
feel
it's
like
never-
there's
but
an
that's
evolution.
I don't think we've ever been in this position with TV money.
I agree. I totally. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think there's a variety of things that could take place.
Michael Pressler says he gave us $5 to ask.
What's up, dude?
So it just so happened the guy who does your tile won the ticks. Well, it was only a Utah contest. Because if my guy who lives in, like, we have a ton of listeners in Florida, or hell, Vegas and Los Angeles, we have a ton of listeners. You're going to drive from Vegas to go to a Jazz game? You're probably not. So we did it for all of our Utah listeners so that we could take them to a Jazz game.
And by the way, that was well before he did tile.
Yeah, well before he did.
He won those tickets way before he did a shower.
Yeah,
So
yeah, way before that.
You're a little behind.
And
on
it
that.
just turns out he is the tile king of
And
Utah.
by the way, if I just wanted to take Teddy to a game, I could take Teddy to a game.
Yeah,
like I don't have to do a whole contest and create some facade.
Yeah, we have the tickets. Why would we rig it?
Yeah, like it just
doesn't make any sense.
There's no point to it.
That doesn't make any sense. John Menser, who is a member, says, under your mark, the third super conference will be the Big 12. I don't disagree with that at all.
I don't have a doubt about it.
I don't. Make sure you go ahead and hit the like button on the Monty Show.
Hey, Monty.
As we talk about the latest details on the Pac-12 TV deal, reporting exclusively here on the show that sources have told us, and we have confirmed it with our sources at ESPN, that ESPN and the Pac-12 are nowhere. And that the Pac-12, as you know, their current TV deal runs out after the 23-24 athletic seasons are over, and that ESPN is operating as if they are not going to have Pac-12 content after the upcoming seasons, and that they are moving on as if they don't have it. And I will also remind you that I still maintain ESPN does not need Pac-12 content.
Yeah.
They don't need it. Because if you are ESPN, you have a mountain of content from September to December.
Yeah.
And if we're talking about college basketball, they're going to go all in on the NBA. They're going to do whatever they have to do to keep it. And the NBA has already said they want more TV games, and I think they're going to get it.
Facts.
I think they are going to be on national television 6 days a week. And I think that 7th to 8th, you're going to have a game on NBA TV.
Dude.
That's what I think is going to happen. I think the stream deals are going to get far better. So I just don't, I don't know. I still maintain, if you're just tuning in, I said it a few minutes ago, I still maintain that that ESPN, I think, is knowingly damaging the Pac-12, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. And when I say knowingly, they are not operating to save the integrity of the Pac-12. They are operating from a position of, oh, okay, you want to do it your way? Okay, well, we're going to go do it our way.
But what about this concept of like the late night window and, like not like having something there? Because that's been the thing for how long now that there has to be late night coverage.
But what happens if the Big 12 expands, which it's going to?
Yeah.
And again, I'll just go to under the guise, or if my opinion is correct, that ESPN is working against the Pac-12. And let's say the Pac-12 fails. And the four corner schools, or whatever buzz term you want to throw out, let's just say Arizona, Arizona State, Oregon State, and Utah. Screw Colorado. Screw whoever. 4 schools at a minimum go to the Big 12.
Right.
And you have Arizona and Arizona State there. And you have one of the Pacific time zones there. Now you have Pac-12 after dark.
Yeah.
And where's that going to be played? Well, it's going to be played on ESPN because ESPN has a Big 12 deal.
Yeah.
So ESPN doesn't care if the Pac-12 makes it.
No.
It's just a no-lose situation for ESPN because they don't have to offer anything. And it just feels like to me, even if, hey, working against the Pac-12 is too strong, they're indifferent.
Well, they're certainly not motivated to help the Pac-12.
They're consciously indifferent to what the fate of the Pac-12 is, as they should be, in my opinion.
Yeah.
As they should be.
Yeah, I agree.
Michael Pressler gives us $2 more to say, y'all so butthurt all the time.
What do you mean?
I'm not really sure what we're butthurt over today.
I
don't believe I've
dude.
raised my heart rate 1 beat since the show started.
Yeah, I'm not even trolling. I genuinely don't understand. Like, are you talking about the comment section?
Yeah, I don't know what you mean. Greg Romano says ESPN is making business decisions And the Pac-12's asking price is bad for business. I think it is bad for business. And we told you the last deal we had heard about was $9 million a year per school for 5 years.
$9 million. Like what?
$90 million a year. That's
Dude.
it.
Whatever.
And we have been telling you since the turn of the year, it's $25 million to $22 to $25 million. And what have we heard that they have been asking for from their streaming partners? $13 to $15 million.
Yeah.
What does that get you? 13 plus 9 is 22.
Damn.
So it makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, the math on it adds up. I'm still just shocked by the number. Like, I mean, again, I'm not suggesting I ever was of the mindset that they were getting 50 or something, but
no,
22 is just a kick in the bag.
Hey, welcome! Wow, Swoop is a member of the show.
Whoa!
What? Swoop,
dude, let's go.
Swoop is a member of the show.
Okay,
there it is. What's up, Swoop?
I think it's time for Golden Blue Dude to be a member of the show, Grum. What do you think?
You know, Chet Wayman says, "Whip it out, Jake." You don't have to ask Jake twice. Seganell says, was the negotiating with TNT just a rumor? And again, I want to make sure that everybody's on the same page with me on this. I have not reported that. I have not heard that.
Yeah.
Not even once.
So the answer to that question directly is yes, in our opinion, that was a rumor.
Yeah, I agree. And I think when you think about rumors, you're always wondering, is that true? Does it really work that way? Well, at Tri-Day Trading, there are no rumors. It absolutely works that way.
Stay hard.
Nothing?
I mean, that was some of your best work, dude. I mean,
TriDayTrading.com. Go get your $10 30-day membership. Make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Monty Show. And again, if you can't figure something out in 30 days, it's probably not for you.
Yeah.
And that $10 is a charitable donation. So you get a tax write-off. This at Tri-Day Trading, they're mentoring, coaching, and educating you. It's your education. It's a tax write-off. Spend $10 in 30 days at Tri-Day Trade to change the rest of your life.
Yeah.
$10, 30 days, change the rest of your life. It's the bottom line. It's what's great about Tri-Day Trading. If you're a market guy like me, I am absolutely a stock market guy. I was looking at and I meant to bring this up today. In the comments, I'd love to hear what stock you guys own, because I am thrilled. I am thrilled at my $92 Amazon purchase, which is one of the better deals by far the better deals I've gotten. Oh boy, I had a good day on the market, because right now Amazon's 102. Up $10. Excuse me, I paid $84.76 for Amazon. And my big winner is still GE. I paid $37 for GE. It's at $94. I love the stock market. I'm big about it. The AMC GameStop days were awesome to me, which is where we met our guys at Tri-Day Trading, because they have systems, processes, and techniques to make you money. And your first trades at Tri-Day Trading are with their money, not your money. And if you make money trading their money, guess what? You get 80% of the profit. I love it. They're absolutely changing lives every day. And I'll say, before I wrap this up real quick, I'll say the same thing I've said before. If you did not make $1,000 at work today, TriDayTrading.com. If you did not make hundreds of dollars at work today, TriDayTrading.com, because all of their students that do this on a full-time basis, a ton of them make $1,000 a day. A ton of them. Part-time side hustle guys are making hundreds of dollars a day. At TriDayTrading.com, make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Monty Show. Borlawn Angel says TNT is owned by Warner Brothers Discovery. Correct. And they partner significantly. Like if you think about golf, if you think about the NCAA tournament, they partner significantly with CBS.
Yeah.
Hey, gold and blue dude, you changed your icon to an M? The gold and blue dude is now a member. Did you really change your icon?
It's okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's go.
I'm going to say that.
Yeah, come on, man. Who cares?
Is somebody imitating the gold and blue dude? That would be correct. You didn't join the membership, Golden Blue Dude. See, Now we got to go over here. And now we gotta do our thing where you broke the only rule that you can't break.
Damn.
Which is we got to ban you from the channel for impersonating a guy. Can't do that, folks. The only thing you can't do on this show.
See, I was getting ready to pull it out too, and then it just...
Good thing you controlled it.
Yeah.
Greg Romano says Charles Barkley is on TNT. Does that mean he's on Turner? Charles Barkley and Jane Fonda have things in common. See, but you don't know this, but Jane Fonda was she saddled up on Ted Turner.
Oh, what are you talking about, man?
Do you know who Ted Turner is?
No.
You don't know who Ted Turner is?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's cool. Ted Turner is the founder of TNT.
Who the fuck are you?
So,
That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm glad that he made that channel. That's really neat. I like that a lot.
That's
exciting.
That is really neat. I agree. Let's see. T-Duck says Trump officially charged by New York.
Yeah.
Is that true?
He was indicted.
Well, there you go. There you go. New York grand jury votes to indict Donald Trump.
I believe
Twitter
it
says.
is I could be wrong. It's the first time a former president has been indicted like this or something like that.
Ever. It's never happened before.
Yeah.
Let's see. Golden Blue Dude says, "Oh well, so I'm a member now." Well,
no,
not anymore.
No,
you're not a member. No. Can't do that. Christopher Shannon says Drethan here. He's not.
Wait,
he's not.
He's saying that. Okay, is this someone imitating? Because now that same account is saying it was him.
Oh, well, now you got blocked for impersonating yourself. Sorry, dude. Yeah, we have rules on the show, man. Jay Chapman says, I go to Greg Pfluger for Big Ten news and the Monty Show for Pac-12 news. Jay, appreciate
that. There you go.
That.
Appreciate you,
Christopher
Jay.
Shannon says, we have to save this country's last hope. Okay. I'm not here for it today, you guys. I'm not. The Macho Man. He used to own WCW, the Hawks, and the Braves. Ted Turner did.
Okay.
He absolutely did. If that's where we are going, listen, if the Pac-12 ends up on TNT and the Discovery Channel and networks, good luck. Because that's not a great place to be.
Yeah, it's not good, dude.
That's not a great place to be.
It's not ideal.
Because nobody thinks of TNT when we talk about, hey, let's find some college football on
Look here, man.
TNT. I think that would be an awkward fit.
Nah, man. NBA on TNT, man, not college football.
Yeah, I just, there's plenty of toast for all the butter. Says the Monty Show is the country's last hope.
That's right. You know what I mean? So,
I'm not here to tell you you're wrong. Listen, man. I think this is deep and long lasting.
Skok.
Deep and long lasting.
I just want to thank you all.
Deep and long lasting. Okay, I tried like 3 times with you. I won't keep saying,
I need a dick.
This hour of the show on the Monty Show is presented by our good friends at Papa Murphy's Pizza. Make sure you use the promo code Monty25 to get 25% off your purchase of $25 or more at Papa Murphy's Pizza.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the limited time double bacon cheddar pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Mozzarella, crispy bacon, and Canadian bacon with nacho cheddar cheese sauce. Now that is an expression.
At Papa Murphy's, we make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great.
In my oven.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Hey, Papa Murphy's Pizza. Make sure you use the promo code Monty25 to get 25% off your purchase of $25 or more at Papa Murphy's Pizza, excuse me. Yes, here's the promise I will make you. I do see all of the Donald Trump indicted comments, and everybody wants to listen. Let's do that in 90 minutes.
It was the virus that killed it.
Let's do it in 90 minutes. How about that? We'll do it in 90 minutes, and we'll let the nuclear reactor melt down in the studio.
What really do we have to lose?
Where is your big red button? Anyway, sorry. My bad.
Yeah,
My bad.
let's do that. We'll do it in 90 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that coming up in 1 hour from now. We'll go to NBA, the Kevin Durant conversation today. saying that his legacy doesn't matter. Talon Horton Tucker dropping 41. Anthony Davis being a stud.
Everybody now saying the Lakers are an NBA Finals team.
The sex machine Devin Booker. I mean, there's just so much to talk about on the Monty Show presented by The Advocates. TheAdvocates.com. If you've been in a wreck, make sure you get to TheAdvocates.com. The best injury attorneys in the business without fail, and they never charge you until you win your case. You do not pay the advocates. The right way to say it is you do not pay the advocates until they win your case. You can even chat with an attorney live online 24/7, theadvocates.com. Workman's comp, yes, they do it. Social Security, yes, they do it. Injuries, car accidents, you get hit on your bicycle. You get like Reese Witherspoon is getting trucked by Tom Brady now. She needs an attorney to, anyway, that's probably a different injury. The point is theadvocates.com.
Okay.
Yeah, coming up on Football at 50, we will talk Reese Witherspoon.
He's getting trucked by Tom Brady.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Dave says I'd vote for Monty 2024. That's what
Can we amend that to say Monty?
The Monties?
In Monty we trust.
Will you be my vice president?
Yeah. We will have all the toast.
But what about the butter?
Remains to be seen.
Jake's got a date tonight, so tomorrow should be an interesting show.
Mm-hmm.
Jet Wayman says we're all going to heaven, according to Chuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, listen, dude. Listen, man. The whole Chuck thing is, it's tired.
Charles Barkley?
Yeah. Charles Barkley.
Are you a fan?
No, I'm not a fan, dude.
These people going to heaven.
Yeah, I mean, all the guy wants to do is run his mouth. He's literally paid to do that, I guess, but I just get tired of it.
Are you going to watch him and Gayle King on CNN?
No.
Fuck no.
No.
Like, what are we doing?
Why am I watching Charles Barkley for news?
I have no idea.
And again, this is why I always say, CNN is not news. Fox is not news. I love me some Caitlin Collins. That's not news.
You do love you some Caitlin Collins.
I am about that vibe, but that is not news.
She's kind of got that Joker smile, though. I can't do it.
People Myron.
Anyway, J.K. Marshall says Gumby's Pizza. Yes. LV Seminole, a member of the show. Nobody's going to say it. That's what she said. See? Monty fan in Rexburg also wants the pizza. Jay-Z says Pac-12, Pac-10, now Pac-Dead. Okay.
I guess that's Pac-10.
That's right. Maury Alvarez, the great Floridian. Monty is always deep and long. Just ask Mrs. Monty. Going deep. Remember there used to be a show on Fox called Going Deep?
Dude.
Oh, my God.
Hiscock.
There's plenty of toast for all the butter says, what time is the big date tonight, Jake?
After the showroom, dude.
Okay.
After the showroom.
Okay. Monty fan in Rexburg says Holden Hiscock.
Hiscock.
Bros. Have you guys seen that video? I mean, I don't think we have it. We do. Have you guys seen the video?
Waves in opposition. Anita Dick is an opponent. Waves in opposition. Holden Hiscock is also an opponent. Hiscock.
Not once.
Waves in opposition.
Not once. Twice.
Anita Dick.
Not once. That was from the Florida legislature. He read it into the record not once.
Hiscock.
But twice.
Anita Dick.
What is wrong with you?
Waves in opposition.
Did that not stand out to you?
Oh, it did. If you look at his face, he says it and he immediately knew he messed up.
It is. It is what it is. Swoop says Tom Brady has a little truck, one of those Tonka trucks. Hey, man, whatever Tom's got, I'll take it. Because Tom Brady, can you imagine? Dude, you can just line them up outside his house. Nobody's saying no. Who's the chick saying no to Tom Brady? Because your wife ain't saying no. He's sitting on the bed in those brown boxer shorts he was wearing. Brady brand, banana hammocks. Good luck. Joe Z wants to know what's Jake's first date restaurant.
That's tough, dude. I mean, again, we talked about this before. Like, you can't go too expensive. So, I mean, my answer is it's different for every first date.
What restaurant are you going to tonight?
My restaurant.
House of Jake is.
Yeah, I'm making dinner, dude.
No, you're making babies.
No, I'm not.
I'm
not.
Oh my God,
No, I'm not. I promise, dude.
Stay hard. I'm a man.
I promise you, I'm not. I promise.
That kid's a stud.
Okay. Bill G says Caitlin Collins is hot.
She is, dude.
Okay. Swoop says if CNN is news, then TNT is reality TV. CNN is not news.
No, it's not.
Fuck out there, man. Mark Hale says, as a politician, makes me laugh every time. Cannot believe not once, but twice.
I need a dick.
How? Cougar Tail says, are we getting childish? Dude, is this your first day on the show?
Bro.
Getting? I'm 5 years old. I'm literally 5 years old. Greg Romano.
Your name is Cougar Tail. What do you mean getting childish?
Dude, he's talking about a donut very clearly. Temple Square, a great place for a first date. You'll want to get married after visiting. Okay, wow.
In God's name, image, and likeness.
Wow. Swoop says, I hope Jake's date has some butter for him. Hey,
Thank you.
Hey, now.
The toast is crispy.
Maury Alvarez says, not my senator. Geoff, what's up? Cubs win, Geoff.
Let's go, baby.
Nobody appreciates that Japan World Baseball Classic dropped more than me. Oh, the play-by... Yeah. That's from the semifinal where they walked off. Segan says Burger King. Okay, cool, man. Cool, man. Give me a double stacker. Let's see. Cougar Tail says, hey, Jake and Monty, who will win the Pac-10, Oregon, USC, or Utah? USC. I cannot believe that Utah wins it 3 years in a row.
Colorado.
Stay hard.
What is wrong? Why? You just have such a fascination. Oh, Coach
I don't
Prime.
think he's going to win the Pac-12, dude.
Coach, you know why Coach Prime limps? It's not because he's missing a toe.
Cock.
Let's see what you would do with a third leg like that. Stop.
Come on, that's funny.
Mrs. Monty says, I'm dying laughing about Anita Dick and Holden Hiscock.
Anita Dick. Hiscock.
Is this the first time you guys have seen that? It's remarkable. It's remarkable. Let's see. Toast for All the Butter says the future show co-host is coming in 9 months. I'm not doing it. No, Brandon Butler. Jake is about to take the stick to the butter churn.
Hiscock.
Oh my God. Nate Davis, can you play I'm Over Here Myself? I don't know what that is.
What does that mean, bro?
I don't know. Devin Pohl, a member of the show, Netflix and Pound Town for Jake tonight.
I believe the proper nomenclature is Netflix and chill.
We had such a good show planned for you guys.
we were doing so good.
Do you guys know where Anita Dick comes from? It's from the show called Letterkenny. It's hilarious. Very dry humor. I did not know
Dick.
that. I did not know that. I had no idea. No idea. Tom says, a redhead that works in HR, Jake, you better have nipple clamps and a gimp mask.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
What are we doing? Bro, Tom,
What?
chill, dude.
This is a code 10 abort.
Dude.
Lil Jizzy says, you can tell Jake is going on a date with this type of energy. Okay.
I guess.
You know.
I don't know. I thought we were just having fun.
Swoop says, are cougar tails something you can eat? Oh. Depends if you pick them up in Draper or not.
In a van down by the river.
You know. CJ Vance says, for all Angel fans, I really hope so. Cubs win.
Yeah. It'll be fun watching Shohei's last year as an Angel, man.
Stop.
That'll be really cool.
Where are we at in society today?
Why are you being... Shohei Ohtani will be a Dodger.
He deserves better, dude.
Yeah. Devin Pohl says Letterkenny is such a good show. Geoff says home run, Jake. Brandon Butler says Jake is getting paid by Prime, some kind of residual at this point. I mean, it has to be. It has to be. Because... And I think you would agree with this. You are walking around with a limp.
Yeah, I am.
You know.
I am.
Maybe you got buffaloed. That was probably too much. I probably went too far there. I'm going to guess. Off the rails today and loving it a little bit. Hour number 2 has been kind of off the rails. Jet Wayne. Okay, this is off the rails. Just so you can go to Pound Town.
That's right. Yes, that's right.
Now we're leaving comments quoting drops on this show.
That's correct. Yes.
Is that what we're doing?
That's correct.
Oh
yes.
my God. Can you do something for me? Drew Money. Jake seems a little Disney Plus and thirst kind of guy.
No. Disney Plus and Thrust.
Thirst.
No.
It's Thrust.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible reader.
Oh my God, just like that. Oh.
Well, tonight it'll be MLB League Pass or
Damn
home plate.
MLB extra innings. Let's go.
And I'm taking her deep.
Okay, chill out.
Probably too much.
That's, it's a family program.
No, it's not. It used to be. Program. You could get a cougar tail in a van down by the river.
That's
you could.
Right. That's right.
You could. So the reason we're talking about this, damn it, the reason we're talking about this is because the virgin over here.
I'm not a virgin.
Okay. How many times do I have to tell you? It's okay that you love yourself and your forearms are disproportionate. That's fine. I'm going to do that. But Jake's having a date with a significant other of the opposite sex.
Yeah, please respect my privacy. Next question.
Or excuse me, the opposite gender.
Yeah, next question.
So tonight he's got a chance to break the lifelong slump.
Right. The lifelong slump.
Yeah. Mad Cat. What's up, Mad Cat? Monty and Jake might be getting an email from YouTube after this show.
What? What?
They already sent that thing.
What's up, big bro?
Off the rails or off the chain. Both.
Stay hard.
Maury Alvarez says Mo Bamba.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Should we just wait for you to find the Mo Bamba drop in the hundreds of drops?
I have over 500 drops, so I'm gonna need a few minutes here.
McKenna Tech Dan, cougar tails aren't in vans down by the river. They're in single family homes in
Shout out to Mo Bamba.
Damn.
Y'all feel me?
Shout out to Mo Bamba.
Teddy Wayman's hunting ground. Exactly right. Teddy got he got his invoice thing. He's like, oh, we're going to Draper. Yeah, buddy. Put in extra. Yeah, better put in extra Jimmy in the wallet, right? Like Teddy's like, Draper. I have to see Carol. Anyway, Carol is such a non-attractive name. No offense if you're married to Carol. Finally, Brandon Butler says Jake is going to get thrown out trying to stretch a single into a double. Are you going to make contact tonight?
Definitely. That's an obligation.
Okay. Hey man, what do you think's? You think? I mean,
I'm not giving play-by-play. Like,
yes, you are.
Yesterday, I get asked to live stream from the back seat. What do you want me to do, bro?
Why would
Someone's got to drive the car.
Well, it is a Subi, so it doesn't really have.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What kind of car does she drive?
You don't want to know.
Yes, I do.
It's bad.
What kind of car is it?
A Civic.
Oh no!
Not a car person.
She a hoe.
No, she's not.
She drives.
Stop.
Cancel the date. Cancel the date. Cancel the date.
Stop.
She drives a Civic.
There are plenty of nice people who drive a Civic.
Oh my God. No, there's not. No, there's not. No nice people are good drive. No, hot women don't drive Civics.
No.
They drive Camrys.
Right.
Or minivans. Wow. That's unfortunate. That is really... Toast for the Butter says live stream from the Civic.
Right.
Tanner says she drives a Civic. Well, that's a deal breaker for Mont. Yeah, it is. It's over.
No, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's over. I mean, it's been fun on the sexting app and stuff and, Marco and Polo and shit, but it's
Y'all
over.
about to fuck
you
this
drive
up.
it. Yeah, you drive a Civic. Go trade it in. Look, sweetie, before the date. Yeah, go ahead.
It became personal with me.
Go, head over to the Beamer dealer. They have plenty of 28s on the lot. Go ahead. Okay?
Yeah, dude.
That's who you're going
Yeah,
home.
it is. It is. It is.
What's a hot car? A chick drives blank, that makes her hot. I think it's a lifted Rubicon with big tires and stuff.
Oh, like the one we built?
The one Mrs. Monty drives?
Yeah, that we built.
I hadn't thought about that.
Stay hard.
I think a BMW is definitely in there.
Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, sure. Beamer.
Anything German?
Yeah, I mean.
Not Honda.
No.
I can get down with chicks that drive
Honda
Toyotas.
Yeah,
okay, Toyota's fine.
But everybody drives a Toyota. Like, it's just.
You can't drive a Civic. She's got to trade that in. You got to trade that in. Little Jizzy says if she drives a VW Bug, hell no. No, bro. My BM got a my BM got a Camry. I don't know what BM.
I don't understand that. Yeah.
Hey, Camry's perfectly fine. A Subi, a Forester.
Yeah, Forester's cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's plenty of room in the back to plant your seeds. Okay, I'll move on. McKinley Tech Dan says, what happened to the Tesla girl?
Tesla girl?
Was there a Tesla girl? I didn't know that.
I don't remember a Tesla girl.
Women in trucks, period. Well, every woman has a... Oh, that's not... My bad. I read that wrong. Women in trucks. End of story. Yes, exactly. You drive a Civic. My baby mama. T. Lawrence Gragston says BM is baby mama.
God.
Yeah, okay. Hot Girls, Geoff says, typically drive Jettas. That's a fact.
Yeah, you're not wrong, dude.
Well,
you're not wrong.
Well, yeah, but she's a first date kind of girl in a Jetta. That's what a Jetta tells me. First date, right? Jeff says Camaro, Mustang, or Challenger. Good Lord. The hips on a girl that drives a Challenger? Nah, I'm fine. Severe... Nothing. Severe says if she knows how to drive stick, that would be great.
Seems like a great opportunity to slurp and splash.
Put it in reverse by pushing down and pulling back.
Hiscock.
Swoop says Toyota and Subaru are the hottest cars in the game. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Bigfoot says all this smack coming from the man who is still getting his lemon repaired. Jeep. Well...
No, it's done. It's handled.
Preston Palumbo did my brakes, so it's good.
Dude.
It's
Preston's
good.
our guy, man.
Arlington Bear says, Jake, make sure you stay away from the no-no square.
Yeah.
You
can be
can't
hard to
do
resist
it.
sometimes.
And
Don't touch me there. That, sir, is my no-no square.
And I told you this before the show.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Stay hard.
Cannot do it.
Stay hard.
Jet Wayman, when women drive an Audi or lifted Jeep. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. It's next level material.
Cougar Tail, if you're dating a Tesla run, she's got her plug somewhere else.
Okay.
I see what you tried to do there. Devin Pohl says, hot girls typically sit on my passenger seat, but I drive an Accord. Thanks for asking.
Jesus. Well played, sir.
Does the Subi get you chicks?
Yeah. Yeah,
it does.
Yeah, it does.
Why does it?
It just does. I mean, it's a fun car to drive. Like, I'm not. When I say that, like, I guess it's incorrect to say it gets me chicks. I'm not going to say it gets me chicks, but it definitely helps.
Dave says a Ford Windstar. Do you know what a Ford Windstar is?
Okay. Hey Google. Ford.
You really don't know what a Ford Windstar is?
What the hell is a Ford Dude, this is a crack cocaine van. What are we doing?
It is. It is. Hey man, if that thing's bouncing. If she drives a Subi, she probably likes women. No, Michael.
Stop.
Come on. Swoop says Jake needs to trade in the Subi for a van down by the river.
No, I'm not a van guy, dude. I am not a van guy, bro. That's not.
Truck Stop Gumby, Hyundai Elantra. What do you feel about Hyundais?
Hyundai's a nice, for cheaper end cars, nice car.
Yeah. Jacob DeLambo says, I don't know, never seen an unattractive girl drive a Jeep. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, you're not wrong, bro. You are not wrong on that.
John Pork says, please answer the phone.
The phone?
Is the phone ringing? Phone's not ringing. Phone's not ringing, bro. I don't know what you mean, man.
Hello, we're not available now.
Nate Davis said she's got a pink Jetta. You know this girl he's dating? Oh, I see.
You see what he did there? You see what he did there?
John Cena drives a Civic, Mr. Preston says.
He does.
Yeah, that's why I don't like him.
Yeah, he does.
And his name is John Cena.
I don't want to know what this John... I don't even want to know. Bigfoot Duck says, if it's a square, definitely stay away from it. Yeah.
Don't touch me there.
If it's shaped like a square, leave.
Right.
Leave your own place. You know what a Ford Taurus?
No, dude. No, dude.
No.
Dude, you see, now you guys are getting out in the left field, bro.
What about Jim Choi wants to know about an Aerostar.
Bro.
Okay. JW says smart car equals chick magnet. No, it doesn't.
No, it does not, dude.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It just is not, you know.
Oh.
You know.
A certain individual is listening to the program right now.
Oh, God. Is she really?
Yeah.
Okay. What questions do we have for Jake's potential? Okay, Jake, let's get embarrassing. Wife material or not?
It's been one date.
Okay, but that's not. I didn't say, hey, how many dates are you
I don't know.
Come on, you
I
coward.
don't know.
You gonna wife this chick or what? No,
I
I'm
don't
kidding.
know.
I'm totally
Yeah, come on, dude.
What don't you like about her?
What don't I like
What
about her?
don't you like about her?
It'd be nice if we could go to the gym more. If we could go to the gym together
Is
a
she
lot.
not a gym rat?
Yeah, well, no, she's definitely not a gym rat.
Does she know you work out every day?
Oh, yeah, we talked about it.
Okay. Okay. Well, is that the worst thing?
No, it's not. You
no.
said what
Is
I
that
don't
the
like,
worst thing? Is that the main thing you don't like?
Yeah, I mean, so far.
Well, fuck, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, so far, like I don't.
That's
Like I
not
said,
a
it's
big
only been
deal.
one date. I mean, that's why tonight's going to be, cool.
Okay. Drew Money wants to know: team lean or team squat? Did we explain what team lean or team squat is?
Yeah, sure. For all the new people in the back. All the new people in the back, right?
Okay, when you poop. Why? You're a child, so am I. When you poop, do you lean and clean, or do you stand, squat, and do your thing?
Dude, how do you stand and do your thing?
Because that's the way, dude.
Bro, like I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I don't know how you do that.
I'm just saying. Truck Stop Gumby, is she team red sauce? Yes, on pizza. Barbecue sauce or red sauce? Why does she just come on the show? Let's interview her. Let's screen her.
I don't think that would. No.
Let's just get it all out in the open.
Nah.
Let's just have her on the show.
I don't know that would be a good idea.
Why? What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, I don't think that would be a.
What could possibly go wrong?
Lots of things.
Yeah, she'll never talk to you again.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Is she a member of the Showgrum? No, she's not.
No, she's not.
No, she's not. She is not. So is she replying to you at all? Or like, is she answering the questions? Matt,
she's not, no.
Matt Hart says bidet is the only way to go. Truck Stop Gumby says team lean. Nah, bro.
Team lean, dude.
Let's see. Monty Fan in Rexburg. What's her favorite flavor of Bucked Up? Well,
it's Miami, dude.
We all know.
Yeah, I mean, here.
We all know it is Miami. We all know. All right, a couple more, and then we got to get on with getting on. Jacob DeLambo. Switching my pre-workout had me leaning a lot today. Hey, man.
Hey.
You know, I that's not a bad thing. Is it a bad thing?
No.
DeLambo? It's not a bad thing.
What do you bench?
I'll tell you, I had the racked BCAs today from Bucked Up. And again, you guys, there's only 2 days left in the month.
Yeah.
We are trying to hit a new milestone. We need 10 more samples. I haven't looked at how many, but we need 10 more free sample orders before midnight tomorrow. So let's get them out of the way today. In the description below, go ahead and click the free sample link. And then what you're going to see is that Bucked Up is going to send you 3 free samples and a free shaker cup. It is the greatest shaker cup ever.
I want it.
I'm telling you, they're amazing. And you know what the best part of it is? I do this every day. People think I'm crazy.
Take the shaft out, dude. Come on.
I'm telling you, unlike Jake after tonight's date, the balls are attached.
Can you do something for me?
So I love it this morning. You pour the BCAs in the cup. What? You pour the BCAs in the cup. You shake that thing up. It's perfectly stirred, shaken,
See the
all
flow
good.
there? See the flow there?
That's what I'm saying. So it's free. The shaker cup is free. Any color you want. 3 free samples in the description below. If you want to buy pre-workout, if you need BCAs, if you need creatine, protein powder, whatever your supplements are, Bucked Up's the way to go. Get to buckedup.com. Use the promo code Monty to get 20% off your purchase at checkout. Bucked Up, the official energy drink of the Monty Show.
Yeah.
Let's see. Connor says, did he just body his son? He may have. I don't know. Jacob DeLambo says, that Miami was tasty. My body freaks out when I switch supplements. Yeah, that could, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just be cool, man.
Yeah.
Let's. So many people want her on the show now. Truck Stop Gumby says, Papa Monty. Yeah, when am I getting? Hey, when am I? What's this girl's name? Keisha. When are we? Let's go, grandkids. I'm not getting any younger. Field and infield. Let's go. Baseball season started. Look at me. Not 9 to go here. Let's go. I'm kidding. Keaton Critchlow says the show is wildin' today. Didn't mean to have it happen. Oh, Preston Palumbo. Does she like ranch or blue cheese, flats or drumettes? Now we're getting into the marital questions. Yeah. Now we're getting into the marital confines.
Yeah, those are some real questions.
But if she's not, she's got to answer.
Yeah.
She's got to get on the Marco Polo app and give the goods.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go, Keisha.
Yeah. She hasn't said anything else, so I don't know if she's still listening.
She's probably still listening, and she is in horror.
Probably.
Probably. Scammer Troller says, Monty, I think these people are wiggling your ear. Okay,
what does that mean?
No idea. Did you guys see that superstar Drew Holiday dropped a 50? Yes, we did.
Dude. Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Is that our escape hatch in the NBA?
It could be. It could be. Absolutely, it could be. Connor Johnson says, when you said that your son's girl has his cajones, well, I'm just saying, it's absolutely a possibility. It is absolutely a possibility. Final comment on this from Swoop. Oh, boy. Keisha, can you do something for me? Keisha, can you do something for me?
Can you do something for me?
Keisha!
21. Can you do something for me?
Keisha! Like, I know this. I've never met this girl. Never talked to her. She probably thinks... and I probably think, too, that I need medication. She's like, dude, it's over. Your dad's psycho. Have you had the dad conversation yet? Look, he's a little much.
No. She brought you up.
Hey, honey. Do you call her honey yet?
No.
What do you call her? Special K?
I call her Keisha.
Okay. Such a casual. Anyway, the point is.
Yeah, thanks, Maury. Thanks for the emotional support here. Appreciate that.
Maury, I don't think that Jake has a date anymore. Devin Pohl, 0 to 100. What chance do the Warriors have of winning it all this year? 0. Well, why don't we do Monty Makes You Money?
Hey, Monty.
We should do that because today is opening day. Does anybody in this room bet on Major League Baseball? I mean, strictly for recreational purposes.
Right. Well, we're not betting. I mean, these are positions. These aren't bets.
I got to tell you, today is opening day in Major League Baseball, and it was a tough day to find a line that I liked. Cubs win, by the way, 4-0. Stroman goes 6 shutout innings. But I really wanted this Padres game. San Diego's minus 220, so you got to bet 100 to win 220. Or you got to bet 220 to win 100, excuse me. And the over-under 7. I mean, I would be over on that, but with a money line like 220, what am I going to do with that? Right? The Angels and A's, LA's 220, minus 220 in that game.
Nah.
What am I going to do with that? And the real only game that you can go with is Guardians at Mariners. The over-under in that game, 6.5. And I kind of like the Guardians in that game. They're plus 100 there, but they're also getting a run and a half.
It's opening day. Things happen.
Today's not the day.
Yeah, today I wouldn't be betting today on baseball.
I am 2-0. I would remind you. By the way, Geoff says, Keisha!
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 Can you do something for me?
Connor Johnson says Adley Rutschman today.
Yeah, dude. Yep.
I didn't see what he did. What did he do?
I think he's just saying he plays baseball today.
Yeah, I do. I'm a huge fan.
That feels like a night game.
Where are they today? Baltimore. No, they played already. What did we miss here? Orioles 10-9 over the Sox.
He must have gone deep.
Rutschman 5 for 5, 4 ribbies, a bomb, and a walk. Good God. Wow, he took Corey Kluber yak in the first inning. Welcome to the Bigs. How about, by the way, anybody see Aaron Judge hit the first home run?
What a bomb.
422.
Straight away center field.
First at bat. Bye-bye. All right, Monty Makes You Money, our segment where we give you guys the locks that makes your That rhymes only with one bad word. Jake, you're New Orleans tonight.
Yeah.
New Orleans plus 5.5, 226.5. What do you like about the Pels tonight?
Yeah, so what I like about this from a wagering standpoint...
By the way, at the Nuggets, 8
yeah.
o'clock on TNT.
Yeah, so them being at the Nuggets, I think, makes it a little bit safer of a bet. They're going to lose the game, but I think that they'll keep this close. I think they have more. They're more than good enough to keep it close.
Really?
Yeah, I think I would not be surprised if, they covered, right?
So you're 1-1, but only because you're over the other night, missed by half a point.
Yeah, I missed by half a point. Yep.
So, and didn't James Knight actually tell us he put some ducats down on that?
Yeah, he didn't tell me how much or whatever. No, he won his bet. However, I'm not really sure, to be honest. His bet, the way it worked, he won his particular betting circumstance, but yeah.
So you're telling me you're taking the Pelicans to cover the 5.5 over 226.5 over?
No, under. The
113
Denver,
apiece.
Denver, the last time they played them, allowed 109 points against the Pelicans. So in Denver,
dude,
I would expect.
No, you got to go
expect. Over. Okay, well,
you're dumb.
Is this my bet or your bet?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
They're gonna lose by less than 5.
Keisha.
Yeah.
Okay. Mike Chase says, is she a soaker or non-soaker? Wow.
Hiscock.
Wow. All right. Monty makes you money. I've got the Boston Celtics tonight. They're plus 2.5. 237 at the Bucks. Bucks are on a back-to-back. I'm taking the Celtics to win outright, and I think this goes over the 237. I think Boston's trying to get their swerve back.
Swerve.
And as Salty Drunk pointed out earlier, you get Drew Holiday hitting 51 last night. I just don't see that happening 2 nights in a row.
No.
Last night was a laugher. I understand it. Guys played less minutes. But I think Boston's got to start getting their swag back. And I think tonight on a back-to-back, Milwaukee's going to be rough.
Mm-hmm.
It probably means they're veterans. I wonder what Lopez does tonight. I wonder what Joe Ingles does tonight. I wonder what Drew Holiday does tonight, dropping 51. We'll see. Tonight's a massive game. I love the Boston Celtics to win this game outright. Take the over. Monty makes you that bread.
Right.
Those are our locks for the night. Every day we'll give you a lock, whether it's baseball, Jet Wayman says, I never put bets down.
Yeah.
Never.
Who actually bets? I mean, come on,
what?
dude. Come on.
Delaric says, I have the Rangers game on right now, 11-6 over Phillies.
Dude, DeGrom was sensational.
Was he really?
Yeah.
I hate Jacob DeGrom. That's such
His line may not. I didn't look at his final line, but he
such
was
a bad
dominating.
move. Can I just tell you that's such
Wanted to get paid, dude.
That's such a cop-out.
Wanted to
He
get
may have
paid.
wanted to get paid. 3 2/3, 6 hits, 5 earned, 7 Ks and a bomb.
Okay, maybe he wasn't so sensational.
Aaron Nola, 3 2/3, 5 earned, 2 walks, 4 Ks, a bomb, 72 pitches, and 3 2/3.
DeGrom went 3 2/3.
That's it. That's it.
Damn.
That's it. Reagan's
I
came
was
in.
seeing some highlights that he was doing well. I'm surprised.
No, man. No. I would say no, bro. Don't forget the Phillies don't have Bryce Harper. That's going to be a while. Castellanos, Bohm hit the home run off of DeGrom. I'm telling you, he's not going to do well in Texas.
Yeah.
You're a cop-out is what you are.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen him continue to be a Met, but whatever.
All right, let's talk a little Tom Brady because this is sensational to me.
Yeah.
This is, I love this story.
Right.
I love this story. Tom Brady has a new girlfriend.
Allegedly.
Tom Brady has a new girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
Okay? There are no allegedlys in this world. You're either pounding or you're not. According to celebrity gossip monger Domu, Io DeSumo, someone with the email account legally.blonde at patriotsbuccaneers.com contacted them in an email with the subject line, epic and unexpected celebrity couple. The message read, A-list actress who just announced her divorce is newly dating A-list NFL athlete who recently divorced. Yes! This particular fine filly would be Reese Witherspoon. Tom Brady and Reese Witherspoon? Come on, man.
This does feel... Reese is cute, right? She's not hot. She's cute.
no.
But this feels very out of left field for Tom.
No.
Hiscock.
No.
Waves in opposition.
No.
Do running shorts like that look good on anyone?
No. And the problem is Reese Witherspoon's the kind of gal that's like, oh, hey, here's my car. Did you see my 26.2 sticker? All right, let's do this.
Yeah, but maybe they could be vegans together.
Nah, dude. She's fine. She's a good-looking gal. She's got kids. No, for Tom, this is what Tom Brady's into now? This is what we're doing? Let me get this right. And again, who am I?
I think you should single up. I think it's Uncle Monty time.
Who am I to judge?
Yeah.
You just left Giselle's Bunchton. And that's a very nice Bunchton. For Reese Witherspoon? Who, look, I'm not saying, she's a perfectly fine woman. But Giselle's Bunchton, Jizzy? No, you don't go
No.
You don't go from Jizzy Boo to Reese Poo.
This is a code 10 abort.
This makes zero sense to me.
Uh-huh.
You went from Nordy's to like Walmart clearance aisle. Like you can't do this.
It's not good.
This is not
but
good.
But again, I think we also have to say this is off of an email. So there's not photos. I don't think we can definitively say this is a thing.
Yeah, I think we can definitively. This feels right to me. This feels right to me, man.
Why?
Like,
Why does it feel right to you? What is the...
I don't know. Yeah, that's probably true. Brandon Butler. Legally Blonde is Tom's favorite movie. That probably is.
Wasn't that her best work?
I have no idea. No. Ring of Fire or I Walk the Line or whatever that Johnny Cash movie was. That was her best work. They're each other's rebound partner. Well, hey, I listen.
Hiscock.
I hope the transference of human fluid is good.
I need a dick.
This ain't... You're such an asshole. This is not going to be good. Maury Alvarez says, talk about the downgrade Giselle for Reese. Dang, man.
Dude, you guys are making it out like Reese Witherspoon is ugly or something.
But it ain't like she drives a Honda Civic.
Look,
I'm not saying all that. I'm not saying all.
Giselle is a Lambo. I get it. That was a jab at Keisha. I get it.
Keisha!
I get it.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Right.
That I'm just saying.
And kick a person when he's down.
You don't go from the world's greatest supermodel?
Do we not have any pictures of Giselle in there, dude? Come on.
We don't, but it's not hard to find them. I mean, are you kidding me right now? Like, it is shocking to me that this is what we're talking about.
Yeah, Giselle modeling is just a vibe, dude. Like, she just has an ability.
And listen, I think Giselle is beautiful.
Yeah.
There is no doubt about that. And I'm not even trying to be like, oh, Reese Witherspoon. Reese Witherspoon, it ain't like she's, out behind the Perkins restaurant with Tiger Woods.
Okay.
I'm not saying.
Okay.
I'm not saying that.
Right.
But do you know how difficult? Do you understand if you are Reese Witherspoon? Can I just let you know? You're going to be compared to her perpetually. Right? Like, I think we all...
Yeah, I mean, I think that's, again, it's what is the old saying that you always come up with? You don't want to be the guy that replaces the guy?
No.
You want to be the guy that replaced the guy who replaced the guy?
And listen, she's okay. But she ain't that. She ain't that. Yeah. And that's, again, that's the problem. Is that Giselle Bunchton...
I'm so bricked up right now.
Sitting on the can gets you bricked up.
Hiscock.
Right? Like, it's just... Yeah,
dude.
You're
not wrong, dude.
Walking down the street.
Yeah.
She is just a baddie, dude.
Yes, she is.
And...
Yes, she is.
That doesn't even count. Like, her with her mom, her daughters being a mom, or like...
Her and the yoga instructor. Her and
the jiu-jitsu instructor.
I need a dick.
I mean, you look at those pictures we saw from the Rika. Are you kidding me? Like, Giselle,
Excuse me, from the Rica.
Yeah, from Costa Rica. Like her, do you guys remember those? Let me get it. The one in the green bikini. My God. And this is her. Understand, this is Giselle at like her worst. Like, and I'm going to put this picture up here.
Wait.
Look, here is Reese Witherspoon. Right? Here is Reese Witherspoon with them kids, man.
Yeah.
Like she is a beautiful mother. She's a beautiful woman. I'm not even trying to say anything else. But dude, who are you being compared to? You cannot compare a Suzuki Swift with a Escalade. You cannot compare Reese Witherspoon to Jizzy, the Bunchton. Like just on accident, I'd hit that. Right? Like, I mean, just, well, I mean, I'm here for you. Right? Like, oh, you're in need? Okay, let's play jujitsu teacher. Right? I'm all about, like, just rolling out of bed. She just got out of the ocean.
Yeah, I'll hip toss you.
Right? Yeah, hey, I'm just hanging out at the Cowboys game. God damn. And then you're like, yeah, you want to go for a run? No, I'm fine.
Don't do Reese like that, dude. Come on, bro.
But she's wearing a Boston hat.
Okay, that's a problem.
Right? Right? Giselle doesn't wear hats.
By the way, Keisha's back in.
Keisha!
She's Team Ranch.
Oh, okay.
She's Team Ranch.
Okay.
Team Ranch.
Okay. Flats or drums?
I don't know. She's heading into meetings now, so she's not listening now.
That's a cop-out.
She does HR, dude.
That's a lie.
She fires people for a living.
You're
What do you want?
fired.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Dude, you can't, Roger Sales says at the gym, okay, Reese is loaded. Well, what the what is Giselle?
Loaded, what is Giselle? Yeah, dude.
What do you bet?
Bill G says Reese is an upgrade?
Oh, stop it.
Bro, it's awfully early.
I'm trying to be nice about Reese, right? Like, I'm the guy in the showroom that's not an asshole about it. But she is not an upgrade.
Reese went to Stanford?
She's smart then, man.
Connor said, I think Reese has more money than Tom.
No, she does not.
She may. I don't even care.
Get the hell out of here with that.
I don't even care. Connor says, maybe he wants a girl he can actually have intellectual conversations with. Hence Stanford. Well, where's Tom from? The Bay Area. Maybe he wants a hometown girl.
Reese is worth $400 million, dude.
But again, I'm not saying she's unattractive.
Yeah, you are.
You got, no, I'm not. I'm not. Twice on third. Any day that ends with Y, twice with Reese Witherspoon. Like, I'm all about it. I'm fine with that.
Right.
But dude, she not that. She, honest to God, it's like, oh, I drive a supercar. No, isn't that a BMW? Yes, that's not a supercar. And then Giselle rolls up in a GD Lambo or a Bugatti. Like, you're looking at a Bugatti.
A Bugatti.
Hey, nice Honda Civic you got there.
Come on.
Wow, look at that. Look at that Lambo.
Dude, Reese is not a
Look at that
Civic.
Lambo.
She's a Volkswagen.
Oh, that's a nice Toyota Camry you got there. Hey, how do you like my Ferrari? How do you like my Lamborghini Urus?
She got that booty, too.
She ain't wrong.
I mean,
Anyway.
come on, dude. Are we really sitting here saying that Reese is that much of a downgrade?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
I'm here for that she's not an upgrade, but...
God, do you understand? My God. Do you understand?
But you're on the mom vibe. Can we get back to Giselle
because what
and,
is
like,
what
lingerie
is
photo
what is
shoots?
Reese Wither? You want like for like? Well, goddamn. You want like for like?
Yeah.
I'll give you like for like.
Like for like. I want running shorts. I want like.
I can get you a toe.
Yeah,
I can get you a toe.
Man. Like,
honest to God, and I'm not even trying to be a. Well, I am trying to be a jerk
you are,
about it,
but it's fine.
You know, if we're gonna compare apples to apples,
right?
Well, melons to melons, but anyway, the point is,
it's all the same.
The point is, if we're gonna compare apples to apples, right? Hey, you don't look bad, girl.
But to her,
listen.
Let me defend.
You had some kids.
Listen, let me defend. To her defense, this is like in a park, not at a beach, so she's not going to show herself off.
She likes carbs, and she's had some kids.
Did you just call her fat?
No. Fat? She ain't Giselle, man.
Yeah, but
she ain't. But hello.
Dude.
Can I have dessert?
Get your lazy ass in the gym.
All right, look at her six pack. Oh, but come on, man. Like, you know.
Dude, you are hating on Reese right now, bro.
But it's, I got them kids. And
look at how, but come on. You have to admit that Reese is a classy lady.
I'm not saying.
Reese is a classy lady.
I'm not saying.
Yeah, you are.
That Reese Witherspoon is not classy.
Come on.
I'm not. No, dude, seriously. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is Reese Witherspoon is not Gisele Bündchen.
Hold on. Didn't Reese Witherspoon date Offset?
Yeah. But again, it's because I know the customers who have shopped at the store, right? I know the customers who have shopped at the store.
What is, dude,
right?
Offset, man. Damn.
Yeah, that kind of ruins it.
Damn. No,
right?
Just what happened to him. And
no, that he ran through that like a brick wall. That's what I'm talking about. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's not good, dude.
Well, and he got himself killed, but that's not really the point. But look, I mean, you listen, the kid vibe, look, mom versus mom. Okay?
Gisele, I will say, Gisele
bikini?
is much more comfortable in a bikini, it feels like, but I could be wrong.
Come on, man. We're a high school freshman.
Dude,
I want a college
hating,
senior.
Dude, you are hating, bro.
I want a grad student.
You're hating.
Come on.
You are
I'm hating?
Yes.
I'm hating.
Yes.
Okay, holding hands with their child.
Notice I didn't say you were wrong. I'm just saying you're hating.
Holding hands with their child. God damn. Like, again.
Okay, what are the people saying?
Jogging.
What are the people saying?
Jogging. You're jogging.
Not too familiar with that.
She's jogging. Dude, we're not even in the same hemisphere.
Right.
We're not even in the same hemisphere. Jet Wayman, I can see Tommy with someone like Jennifer Aniston. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, Jenny.
Now, Jenny and Gisele, that's a battle.
You know. Gabriel says Monty's going crazy over the segment because it's Gisele Bündchen. I wish people.
But Tom's probably bored of that now.
Dude,
it's been like 20 years.
Guy.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
I'm just saying, he clearly was happy to let her go.
Schlitz or like Modelo. Like, come on.
Hiscock.
What are we talking about, man? Oh, Drew Money says Gisele has a long back. What the hell does that mean? Giselle's got a long back?
Yeah, she's got a torso. That doesn't mean she has a long back.
What does a long back mean? I don't even know what that means. If that's a long back, I'm here for it.
I'm so bricked up right now.
Wow. A lot of people. Kaylani says, I think Reese, really? Reese Witherspoon, Gary says her net worth is $300 million.
Yeah, but homegirl Gisele is.
Man.
What is Gisele's net worth?
Little Jizzy says, Tom and Jizzy talk is how I got my name. It is. It is, because we used to talk about Tom and Jizzy's divorce. You know.
Well, I mean, what did we say Reese was? 300? Gisele's 400, so they're close, actually.
Connor says a headache or support. Reese all day. Wow.
My
so
guy.
we are still criminalizing Gisele Bündchen on this show. Truck Stop Gumby, Team Jizzy. See, and you know, like, come on, man. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? What do we even? And again, not bad. Even the C's are B's.
Come on.
Even the A's are A pluses. No, she's not an A plus.
Oh, what are you talking about, man?
She's an honor student. Okay, she don't get no 4.0. She's like a 5.0 because she's in honors classes. Are you kidding me? Okay, we've probably gone too far with this. I feel like kind of a.
You know.
I feel like kind of a pervy. Okay, Reese is feminine. Gisele is a feminist. Oh, please.
Here we go.
David Humes. Bingo. Check out the hot, crazy Matrix to understand why Jizzy is a nightmare.
Hey.
Oh, my God. C. Kaufman says Ferraris are high maintenance. Thick Truck Stop Gumby says Jizzy can run a marathon. Reese can run a bake sale. Look at everybody on Team Reese. Wow. There's plenty of butter or toast for all the butter, says Mrs. Monty. Well, Mrs. Monty's the hottest of the hot. Are you kidding me? Connor Johnson says, put a vote up. Do we really need to put a vote up?
Yeah, I need a poll, dude. Come on.
We're going to do a poll?
Please.
I hate polls. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. I don't remember how to put a poll up. Let's see. How do you put a poll up? Let's see. Start a poll. There it is. Okay, let's go. What's the question?
The question is, would you rather? Would you rather?
Would ya?
Reese.
Is it Essie? I think it is. We'll
Yeah,
spell it.
it's Essie. Jizzy.
Jizzy bomb. We'll just go Jizzy. How about that? Okay, there you go.
All right, there you go.
I
There's
asked
your
my
poll.
community, vote in the poll.
There you go. We did a poll. Hope you're happy.
There you go. All right, we'll reset Pac-12, Big 12 coming up. But right now, it's time for Football at 50. 10 of the hour every hour on the Monty Show. Football at 50, presented by our good friends at Papa Murphy's Pizza. Dude, the redhead, the date tonight, you got to find out. Team red sauce, team barbecue sauce on her pizza, traditional crust. You guys, this is easier than Reese versus Jizzy. Traditional crust, barbecue sauce, then put everything you want on top of it. On this show, we do not use red sauce. We use barbecue sauce. Right after you hit the like button. Boy, is Reese running away with this? Reese is running away with the poll. Hit the like button, casuals, as we tell you that Lamar Jackson wants more guaranteed money than Deshaun Watson. He doesn't care how it's structured. He says that he's got to get more guaranteed money. I think this is crazy. I think this is absolutely crazy. And I'll just go back to the fact that Arthur Blank, the owner of the Atlanta Falcons, said about Lamar Jackson, looking at it objectively, I'd say there's a concern over how long he can play his style of game. Hopefully a long time, but he's missed 5-6 games each of the last 2 years. Each game counts a lot in our business. And I agree with Arthur Blank completely. Is there any chance you're guaranteeing Lamar Jackson 230?
Not a chance. I mean, I just don't see why you would. I mean, again, he said it perfectly, and I'm not going to take credit from him. Like, he's on point. You know, you miss time, that means you're not getting paid. And I think, you know, when you want to get paid and you want it guaranteed and you want to be on top of the world, you need to be a Super Bowl winner. That's the reality. Because that, to me, as a quarterback, is the only true hammer. The only true hammer is, hey, I'm Patty Mahomes. I just took you to 2 Super Bowls and won them. I want my money. And notice there was no drama for him.
I agree with that. Absolutely. Football 50 presented by Papa Murphy's Pizza, including the sex machine.
Yeah.
How about my guy? You guys. Come on. How about my guy right here? You want to talk about Giselle versus Reese? How about my guy, Justin Herbert?
Yeah.
Lindsay Theory. The Chargers and quarterback Justin Herbert have open contract negotiations. Brandon Staley provided no timeline. Quote, the major takeaway is that Justin Herbert is going to be our quarterback. Cha-ching! Is there any more no-brainer than Justin Herbert to get an extension and be a quarterback for the Los Angeles, we're from San Diego and everybody hates us here, Chargers?
No, I mean, I think...
Come on now.
I mean, it should be automatic. And I think that the problem is that this Deshaun contract messed up the market because it gave something for these guys who are coming up, something to reference. And I think that's the trouble for Lamar and I think even for Justin Herbert. Like, I'm not sure that I would guarantee Justin Herbert the same amount of money that they guaranteed Deshaun. Now, I would fully guarantee Herbert, right? Like, I would fully guarantee him at, 170, 180 million. I'm good with that. I'm good at that number. But 230 is just outrageous. I mean, that's just a ridiculous amount.
To guarantee him $230 million, I just think you're asking for an injury to happen. And with Lamar, I think it's only a matter of time. And a guy like Justin Herbert, I would guarantee him as much as $40 million a year at this stage in his career.
Yeah.
And every April 1st, he'd be guaranteed for that year. You're on the roster April 1st, $40 more million. That's how I'd handle it, because I am never letting Justin Herbert get away. Yeah. It's just never going to happen. It is never going to happen. And again, listen, I think we've debated quarterbacks on this show. I know that Lamar Jackson's no Shedeur Sanders.
Right.
Stay hard.
But he'll do. But if you look around this league, how many QBs are you like, yep, I'll guarantee him $230 million. And what that means is that the minute he signs that contract, you got to take $230 million and put it in an escrow account. That's what you have to do with your guaranteed money. So I ask you again, how many guys are you willing to do that for? Are you willing to do that for Joe Burrow?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you willing to do that for Josh Allen?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Wow. Patty Mahomes. Sure.
100%.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it.
Justin Herbert.
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers. Too old.
Yeah. I mean, I think if it was for a year or two, but I'm not doing some 5-year deal with Aaron Rodgers.
I think there's maybe 5 QBs in the NFL. And if we're being totally honest, there might be, I mean, Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow are two.
Derek Carr.
Would
you guarantee Derek Carr?
No. I'm not guaranteeing. I'm not guaranteeing. I'm doing him 1-year option deals. That's it.
Jalen Hurts.
I think Jalen's a franchise level quarterback. I do. But if we're talking about, I would not guarantee him 230. No chance. I mean, do you understand how much money that is?
Yeah.
I mean,
what is that? What is that a year? Isn't that 50?
Yeah, it's like $50-60 million a year. It's ridiculous to me that
46 a year.
There's just no way. The problem is if you look at the Deshaun deal and you look at how that deal is structured.
Yeah.
It's bad for the NFL. And the reason it's bad is because it doesn't matter what he does or how he performs. He's getting that bread, right? So he's getting 5 years and $230 million, $46 million a year. Is he worth that? Sure, because somebody paid him. But are you willing to pay Patty Ice that? Yes. Justin Herbert? Maybe. Kirk Cousins? Hell no. Joe Burrow? Yes. Jared Goff? No. Josh Allen? No. Geno Smith? No. Trevor Lawrence? No. Jalen Hurts? No. Like Aaron Rodgers, Tua, Russ, Derek Carr.
Why Patty Mahomes and not Jalen Hurts?
Because Patrick Mahomes is on a different level than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, I need longevity, and you need to win something.
Yeah.
You need to win something. Joe Burrow is that dude. There's just no doubt about it. Joe Burrow is that dude.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm telling you now, I have no problem paying that money to about 5 guys.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Because 9 out of 10 quarterbacks in this league are a mistake. It's a mistake. Connor Johnson says, why am I not tired of the beat yet? Because it is what it is, dude. Tanner Plummer, yeah, Hurts getting 230 wouldn't be good for Philly and the rest of the league. He hasn't proven anything yet. Not on that level. Not on that level. Truck Stop Gumby says, I wish I could take this beat to the bar.
Do you like it?
You know. Joseph Kirkpatrick says, Aaron Rodgers is the most overrated player in NFL history.
Maybe.
1 Super Bowl in all these years. 1 Super Bowl. Ron Lowney, Aaron Rodgers is at the end of his career. I agree. Secret Agent says Mahomes, Red Raider. Yeah, pay him. Pay him. It's a Red Raider. Lubbock, Texas, Anyway. A running QB will. Will what? How much do you like Josh Allen? Well, and that, I guess, is the biggest question here, right? Like, how much do you like? How much do you believe that Josh Allen's a world championship caliber quarterback? Because I don't. And I guess this World Park Company, the guy is absolutely stagnated in big moments. And the other thing is he needs to stop running around so much. That dude needs to be in the pocket, be a pocket passer, run when you need to, run for effect, not because you want to make a play, man. Run for effect.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jet Wayman, I wouldn't guarantee Justin Bear 230. Hell no. Well, I'm a little hesitant, I'll be honest with you. He's got to earn it. T. Lawrence says, I'm not paying 230 for Josh Allen. Me either. Kirkpatrick, he's won 1 Super Bowl. People talk about Aaron Rodgers like he's Tom Brady. Totally agree. Gary says Josh Allen is Alex Smith 2.0.
Oh,
come on now. Come on.
Stop.
Jet Wayman says Josh Allen's not that guy, pal. He's not that guy.
Right.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Has he proven you to be, is he on that level, in your opinion?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's the problem. What no one has said here is that you either have a quarterback or you don't. You have a guy who can win you a Super Bowl or you don't. And I think that also needs to be heavily considered in this conversation.
Josh Allen or Justin Herbert?
Right now, Josh Allen. Josh Allen's been farther. Josh Allen's won,
because he's also been on a better team.
Well, but don't justify it. He's been farther.
Okay.
He's
You
done,
ain't wrong,
he's
man.
done it like.
By the way, Jorge says Brock Purdy.
No.
Dude, again, it's too early. And look, I understand. Listen, if you need help, call me, right? We'll get you into a treatment program. But you can't be smoking meth this early in the day, man. Brock Purdy.
Please.
$230 million. I mean, he's going to stack it all on top of that torn elbow ligament.
The reality of the situation is you either believe the guy can take you to the Super Bowl or you don't.
Can Brock Purdy take you to a Super Bowl?
No, the system can take you to the Super Bowl.
I agree. And then at the Super Bowl, you're going to eat Papa Murphy's pizza.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the limited time double bacon cheddar pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Mozzarella, crispy bacon, and Canadian bacon with nacho cheddar cheese sauce. Now that is an expression.
At Papa Murphy's, we make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great.
In my oven.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Reese Witherspoon is running away from Giselle.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? There's 70 votes in.
Giselle is viewed as a pain in the ass.
70 votes in, 63% to Reese Witherspoon over Giselle's Bunchton.
Look at me.
And I am amazed by this. I'm amazed by this. Absolutely amazed by it. I'm just telling you now.
Whatever,
man.
dude.
You're missing out. And Reese ain't bad. Truck Stop Gumby says red sauce and pepperoni.
Oh,
God,
stop.
Dude, come on. Pepperoni's not good. Not good. Ron Loney. Joe Burrow is going to win rings. I agree. I agree with that. Taco and Tech. Josh Allen can lead my fantasy football team all day. Right? Ron Loney, yes. I already read that. Blake. Balake. I only see Justin Fields, which hurts my heart and my rectum.
That's not what we're about.
I'm sorry, did you just say it hurts your rectum?
Yeah, just the name Justin Fields, who's never winning anything. Yeah, it hurts my rectum.
Okay.
You mean we traded the first pick and we're believing in him?
You
yeah,
traded Bryce Young?
It hurts my rectum. Jay Fields and the Bears winning the Super Bowl in the next 3 years. Look, dude, there's not a bigger fan of the Chicago Bears. My are and we, the great Walter Paytons of the Windy City. And I wish we were going to win a Super Bowl, but Justin Fields ain't that dude. And until he shows me, like if he was, and this is for all you Eagle fans out there, including Tanner Plummer, this is a conversation. If Jalen Hurts hadn't exploded the way he did.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
If Jalen Hurts hadn't exploded the way he did, he probably wouldn't have kids. But my point is,
what am I supposed to do with
nothing?
that? Like what am I
not even
to do with this?
Not even a smirk. If Jalen Hurts hadn't exploded the way he did, he would be a bust. Justin Fields has shown you a little bit. But when is his moment going to be? When is Justin Fields going to break out and be like, oh, yeah, this is my team. We own you, Green Bay? When? Because the division's wide open now. You got all this bread. You got all these picks. You signed all these free agents. When are you going to win the division?
Yeah.
Because the division is wide. There is not a super team in the division. Aaron Rodgers sucks. Screw him. Go lose in New York. I hate the Packers, right? Minnesota, they're good, not great. Detroit, come on, man. Nice Cinderella story, but you know. The division is wide open.
Yep.
Jet Wayman, the Towel King of Utah. Team Jizzy all day. Even it's only for one day. One day. One day, bro? How about like, I just, call me. No, man. One day. Come on, dude. I need a week. My God. Dude, what are we even talking about? What? Reese? She's not bad.
Oh my God, just like
that. For those of you just tuning in, we've been comparing Reese Witherspoon to Giselle Bunchton.
Giselle's Bunchton.
Her Bunchton, because Tommy is reportedly dating Reese Witherspoon. It just feels like, you know, when you're like flying down the freeway at 50 miles an hour and the red light hits and you just pop that thing into neutral. That's what this.
You pop it into neutral.
I mean, well, when you go from this to I mean, come on, man. Giselle is a supermodel.
She is. Some people don't like how skinny she is, or the way how skinny she's got to be a supermodel.
Look, dude.
Some folks don't like that.
Is this thing on, man?
You know.
Are you? I'm sorry. Did you say you don't like that?
I like it,
dude. If that's not good enough, you better be dating just like the Sultan of Brunei.
Get juices is not all over the place.
It just had better be beyond reproach.
Just so you can go to Pound Town.
Come on, man. Tanner Plummer said, I think Gardner Minshew has what it takes. Stop. Gardner Minshew?
Dude, are you being serious right now?
Gardner Minshew? Connor Johnson, we know Monty's choice, LOL. What about the young man's choice? Well, he already said he was taking Reese Witherspoon, which is incredibly disappointing, but then again, that's Jake. You know, that's my guy. 81 votes, 59% Reese Witherspoon.
Owned.
She's coming back. She is coming back.
We coming.
Seriously, we coming. Giselle's bunched in a little out of sorts. We coming.
Cock.
You love you some Dion, dude. You just Dion or Giselle?
Giselle.
You're a liar. Shedeur Sanders or Reese Witherspoon?
Your mom.
Who on God's green earth doesn't like that? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Salty Drunk says they don't have red hair, but they'll do. Oh yeah, when did you become a flaming hot?
Apparently last week.
Okay. When the app told you to. Matt Hart, I prefer some thickness in my ladies, but never turning down Giselle. You know. Connor Johnson, Jake, gotcha. Now I can actually refer to him. Okay.
Wait, what?
I don't understand.
I don't understand. Did you not know my name, or what was the?
Tanner wants to know, hey Jake, Dion or Chet Holmgren?
Can you do something for me?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Chet on that one.
Chet. Okay, Chet or KD then?
Oh, KD. Come on.
It's
not even a conversation.
Truck Stop Gumby says Jake needs an intro. Okay. Swoop, will Kyler and the Cards be good next year? I mean...
You mean, will they ever be good?
Well, but that's not nice. I mean, Kyler is really working hard to rehab this knee. I mean, you look at this tape of Kyler Murray working to rehab his knee.
Yeah.
You guys, how are you not looking forward to...
Do you even lift?
Kyler, look at Kyler.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's really working his ass off. Look at his face here, how intense it gets.
And he's working out with the defensive linemen, apparently, too. They're squatting him. They're spotting him in the squat rack.
He's
look
on
at that
defensive
intensity.
lineman training program.
And Kyler's just Kyler Murray.
Program. Go ahead.
Oh, fucking God.
We showed the raccoon and all hell broke loose.
You guys wanted it back. I brought it back.
It's Kyler Murray. I heard Bryce is shorter than Kyler. Come on, man. Okay, well, we also have a video of Bryce Young working out.
Wow, it looks remarkably...
They look very similar.
I mean, their training programs are like exactly the same. Who knew?
And their strength and conditioning coach looks oddly familiar.
Man.
That's such a hater take on that video. Oh, my God. That's amazing. Okay. If you're just tuning into the show, let's get you caught up on the biggest stories of the day. On the Monty Show, presented by our good friends at The Advocates, theadvocates.com, the best injury attorneys in the business, without question. The Advocates, you get in an accident, man, I'm telling you, you're sitting there, and the thing that always happens in an accident, you're like, man, I hope I'm okay. You know that moment where you get in a car accident, and you're like, dude, you take stock. Am I okay? Is my airbags? Ooh. And you're just taking stock. If that's happened to you, you need an attorney. You didn't deserve to get in that accident. You didn't deserve to have the guy looking at his phone hit you and your car's totaled, or he knocked you off your bike and you've got a broken arm, or you slipped and fell at work, or you got hurt on the job. He didn't deserve that. When you're in a workman's comp situation, those are deep, shark-infested waters. Get somebody who can teach you how to swim, because there's nothing the advocates haven't seen and that they can't handle. They've seen it all because they have the experience to back you up. Theadvocates.com. Make sure you chat with them online, and you know the best part about it, you guys, it costs you nothing to chat with the advocates online. See, because you never pay the advocates until they win your case. So they have a great 24/7 chat box. You can get on their website and you can chat with the advocates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for free. At theadvocates.com. No question in my mind, the biggest story in sports today is ESPN and the Pac-12. ESPN is operating as if no Pac-12 content will be on their network after this season. So they essentially are saying, hey, we're going to go through this sports season this next upcoming year, and that's going to be it. Because the Pac-12 and ESPN are quote-unquote nowhere, according to sources. They have not spoken in a significant amount of time. There is no offer from either side on the table. They're simply nowhere. They're running out their contract. And I think the question that you have to ask now is, what does the Pac-12 do if they don't have ESPN? And the answer is struggle, in my opinion. And I know all the rumors, everybody's asked today, well, what about TNT? And listen, Discovery's absolutely an option. I have not heard that. But if the Pac-12 is talking to the Discovery networks, including TNT, where are we going to find games on Saturday? Are we going to be on USA? Are we going to be on Discovery Channel, TNT, TBS? Where are we going to be? That's a big problem. Is Discovery going to farm out some games to CBS? Because they have a relationship where they do that. And the question just continues to be asked. What is the Pac-12 doing? And we don't know because there's radio silence. And I think one of the other things here that is so crystal clear to me, after talking to our sources today, I truly feel like, in my opinion, that ESPN is working for the demise of the Pac-12. I firmly believe that ESPN, while they are not out actively trying to break down the Pac-12, they are doing nothing to help preserve it. And it's because if the Pac-12 goes away, it's much to the benefit of the Big 12. And the main TV partner of the Big 12, especially in football, is ESPN. And I think ESPN and Fox, I was told directly last fall, went to the Pac-12 and the Big 12 and said, we think you guys should work on a merger. Pac-12 said no. And since that time, it's been straight downhill. Because you'll remember the early negotiation period, the exclusive window, meant nothing to the Pac-12. They got nowhere with Fox and nowhere with ESPN, and then all of a sudden, just like that, it dried up for the Pac-12.
Yeah.
But what else happened? The Big 12 got a deal with both Fox and ESPN almost immediately. There was a very small window of time where they were going back and forth, and nobody really even knew it was happening because all parties had an interest in building a platform and building a relationship on that platform that could help all three, ESPN, Fox, and the Big 12, thrive, much to the demise of the Pac-12. And then we found out, we told you in October, ESPN does not view Amazon as a competitor. They simply do not. They view Amazon as a cohort, if you will. They view Amazon as somebody in the same sphere and in the same realm as ESPN. But they're not competing. They're not bidding against each other. They're not conflicting over Pac-12 athletics. They're simply not. ESPN's in a position where if the Pac-12 fails, it's to their benefit because they already have the TV contract in place for the eventual home of a good portion of the 10 remaining teams in the Pac-12, which is why I think ESPN is subconsciously, consciously working for the demise of the Pac-12.
Yeah, I mean, not publicly, but you know, there's if you look at their actions as you've just laid out, like, I mean, it kind of supports that theory. And I think, you know, again, when you go to someone and you say, hey, we want you guys to merge and we want you guys to build this bigger picture, and the Pac-12 refuses, it doesn't really leave ESPN and Fox in a productive place. And I think that's why we're here, because ultimately the Pac-12 flipped its nose again, and that's what happens.
Yeah, and I look at this comment from Connor Johnson, and we've talked about this on this show before. Cord cutting means absolutely nothing now to ESPN. because ESPN has put itself in a place where ESPN Plus is making them millions and millions and millions of dollars. ESPN Plus, the app and the .com have replaced all that money in the early days of cord cutting. And you have to remember that ESPN was very slow to assimilate to cord cutting, into digital, into streaming. All that changed. They went all in. They got ESPN Plus. Cord cutting has simmered quite a bit. And the bottom line is, it doesn't matter where somebody's getting ESPN's content, they're paying for it.
Yep.
Because you're paying a monthly fee to get ESPN Plus. You're using the ESPN app. You're watching it on ESPN TV. And by the way, the other thing I think a lot of people don't realize, do you understand how many people stream ESPN television already? How do they do it? Through YouTube TV?
Yeah.
Through various smart TV apps?
Yeah.
A ton of ESPN's viewership is already on stream. So this idea that cord cutting is a problem or that ESPN is just as scared as the PAC, they're not.
Yeah.
ESPN has already moved their business model to the future. So they're making money on stream. They're making money on their app.
Yeah, they're not stupid, man. They get it. They understand.
I think when you look at ESPN Plus and you understand the landscape of ESPN's business model now, or the landscape of the Disney portfolio, you understand that ESPN is one of the only profitable brands at Disney. One of the only profitable brands. They're making Disney money, and a lot of it, right?
Yeah.
So a revenue hit of $23.5 billion, 8% year over year. The company's media entertainment wing held steady at $14.8 billion in revenue. I said $14.8 billion of revenue.
Yeah.
The brand at ESPN is very healthy.
I think we're all right.
Year over year, ESPN's revenue is ticking up. Now, is it 20% a year? No. Is it 1 to 2% a year? It is. Steadily ticking up. They're at $14.8 billion at ESPN. In a company that has really struggled, Disney, to streamline things. You know, like this, and again, like the Disney Parks issue in Orlando. Did you guys hear about this? So you know that there was a dispute between Disney and Disney World and Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida.
Right.
Where essentially Ron DeSantis stripped Disney of all of its, I don't know what's the right way, perks and stips that help them operate.
Yeah.
So many people disagreed with that. The executive committee that runs the district that houses Disney World and a lot of other land was coming up, and a new district management was going in. The outgoing district gave all kinds of rights to Disney. Gave them all kinds, like Disney now in Orlando can develop all of the land they want without restriction, and they do not have to pull permits or ask for permission.
Yeah.
It's incredible. So Disney's fortunes are looking up. ESPN's fortunes are looking up, I'm telling you.
Yep.
They're a lot more.
They just have options.
They do.
And I think that the ESPN Plus thing, that the Disney World thing, there's a lot of things that Disney is in, obviously. And ESPN is just one of those entities. And I think that's what people forget. I think people forget that ESPN is one thing under a larger umbrella.
Correct.
And inside of its own business, it's very profitable. They're in a good place.
Yeah, I think it's difficult for people to grasp I don't know what's the right way. I think it's difficult for people to grasp the enormous change that took place several years ago at ESPN.
Yeah.
On streaming. It just isn't the case anymore. So it's interesting. Greg Hawkins says, why are you always taking shots at me, Tanner? Because that's who Tanner is.
What did he say?
I don't know. Tanner likes to fight guy. That's who Tanner is. So Tanner's always taking shots at everybody, Greg. It just is the way he is. DeLambo says ESPN just pulled out the knife. Well,
yeah.
True. Jim Joyce says Wilner Canzano had retired Utah AD or president on today. Yeah. Chris, I'm going to guess you're talking about Chris Hill. Chris Hill said one of the stupidest things that I think I've ever heard in this whole thing, which was that He said something to the effect of, we're never leaving the Pac-12 because our alumni base is in the Bay Area. So let me get this right. You're one of the most prestigious institutions by your definition, academically, and your alumni base is in the Bay Area?
Apparently.
No, it's not. And by the way, I don't know if you know this or not. And I know this is crazy talk here. People in the Bay Area know how to watch TV. Yeah. And if you're on a different TV platform, I know it's crazy, they'll find you.
Yeah.
So where your alumni base is has nothing to do with what conference you're in, because your games don't move.
Yeah.
It's not like you're picking up the school and moving it to Stores, Connecticut. It's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. B gives us a $5 tip and says, if the Four Corner schools decide to leave, what schools besides San Diego State does the PAC invite? Asking for a friend. We don't generally speculate on that stuff, but I think San Diego State, because we had the story this week.
Yeah. That's
one that I would talk about. We had Gloria Navarez, the commissioner of the Mountain West, on our show this week as well. And she said when she took the job, she knew it was an eventuality that San Diego State was going to leave. The interview's on the channel. I encourage you to go and watch it.
Yeah.
I think San Diego State's a no-brainer. Greg Romano says Chris Hill knows athletics somewhat, but not geography. Very clearly.
Apparently.
Very clearly. Monty Fan in Rexburg. Our alumni base is in the Bay Area, which I just...
Quote.
I don't understand that. I've never understood that. James Jensen says, I wish you guys were on in the mornings. Hope you're doing well. James, good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Had to... had to shift the old Monty program to the afternoon.
Truck Stop Gumby says Showgram.
Yeah.
Jim Choi says PAC will merge with the Mountain West. So I think in some form or fashion, those two conferences will change significantly around each other. Hi. That's what I think.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Connor Johnson says PAC adding 4 Tulane to travel with SMU, Colorado with Air Force. Then Utah goes back to the old rivalry with San Diego State. Yeah, I just don't know what value.
I just don't think we need to play in these expansion games, dude. Like, it just is endless.
I don't see. I just don't believe that there's value in it to speculate and guess and I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Gary says, do you know if Utah is on board on going to the 12 or if they will go to the Big? I don't think Utah is a fit for the Big Ten. I think when I look at where Utah is, we reported last week, I think.
Yeah.
A source at Utah told us that they told the Pac-12 that they did not feel like Utah told the Big 12, that they did not feel like they were an academic fit in the Big 12 and that they were concerned about losing academic revenue if they were to switch conferences from the Pac to the Big 12. So at this time, they were not going to do that. And I mean, look, I appreciate them taking a stand and having a position.
Yeah.
I
disagree with it though.
I would agree.
I think it's, I just don't understand why you can't see what potential risk you're taking. And yeah, maybe you shouldn't be making, decisions on what could happen, right? Like, I mean, I think they're clearly making a decision on what they want to happen, but I just would be so, frustrated / sad / embarrassed for Utah if the PAC were to burn down and they would have to find a way to get to the Big 12 or emergency hatch the mountain. Like, I don't know, man. I just wouldn't want to see that happen.
Salty Drunk, a member of the show, says, how do you read comments, Monty? Do you read them most relevant to the topic? Not a criticism, just curious. I don't have a system. They just roll in front of me. So when a lot of people complain that I miss their comments, hey, you're not reading my comments, fat ass. Well, like, we get thousands of comments a show, and they're literally on the right side of my screen, and they just roll.
Yeah.
So a lot of times what I'm doing is I just scroll up. I try to read members first. That's why I don't read a lot of non-member comments. Greg Romano says, don't the presidents make the decisions on what schools will be invited? What is Utah president's relationship like with various Big 12 schools? Well, or presidents. the way it works, I can tell you in the Big 12 is Brett Yormark has a blank check. I mean, he is the difference between George Kliavkoff and Brett Yormark is night and day on a lot of things. One of those things is Brett Yormark has the autonomy to operate. And if he goes back to his executive council, it's done. It's over. If he says to them, hey, we should invite Gonzaga, they have a process in place for that already. Because he doesn't do things reactively.
Gonzaga.
They're very proactive because they plan, they meet, they talk, they have vision. One of the big problems with George Kliavkoff in the Pac-12 is there's no vision forward there.
Yeah.
That's been a huge deal. So it's a very big difference. It is a very, very big difference. Jacob DeLambo says, I just read the amount of caffeine and Bucked Up, and oh my, wow. Now I understand why I'm seeing sound. Hey, man, get Bucked Up. It's the official energy drink of the Monty program. Go on and get your Bucked Up energy drink and get the free samples. Try it out. They have high stim and low stim. If you look at their cans, the black can is 300 millis of caffeine.
Yeah.
The white can is 100 milligrams.
Yeah.
So they make a low stem variety, but they each hit differently. I will tell you, like my wife has like a case of low stem in the refrigerator of gin and juice. And it just, when she drinks it, it hits, she's good to go.
But for her, low stem is...
If she drinks the black can, it's too much. Like she just feels charged up. So everybody's different. You have to understand that. But that's why I say go get the free samples in the description below. And you guys, we're really trying to meet a threshold here by the end of the month on our Bucked Up samples. And I love it. You guys have treated us very well. But we need about 10 more between today and tomorrow. And really, I'd like to get it done today. So if you have not gotten the free samples, go and do it now. It's in the description below. It says Bucked Up free samples. You get 3 free samples and a free Bucked Up shaker cup.
Yeah.
And their shakers are amazing. I drink water out of mine every day on the show. This morning, this shaker had the BCAs in it. I use racked BCAs.
What do you bet?
I love the grape flavor. And I'm telling you guys, man, it is not all grape is equal.
Right.
Right? Other brands I've used, the grape is not grape. The Bucked Up racked grape is fantastic. And it really is, in my opinion, the best BCA drink I've ever had. And it's because of several things. The ingredients, I really trust the ingredients that Bucked Up puts in their product. And when you look at the racked, the thing for me on the racked is the carnitine. I love it. It's got so much goodness in it, man. I'm telling you now, the carnitine's a game changer. And what carnitine does essentially is it uses fat in your body, so it trims you down. And especially if you're somebody that's like, man, I would love to lose that last 10 pounds. Boom, bang some carnitine, get your Bucked Up BCAA racked, get a 20% discount. Use the promo code Monty at checkout at buckedup.com. Get 20% off your purchase. But right now, go get the free samples, man. I'm telling you, it is the best deal that you have ever seen. Because it's legit 3 free samples of any of their product you want and a free shaker cup. Knock it down. Bucked Up, the official energy drink of the Monty Show. Couple more comments, then we got to get to NBA here. Jason, a member of the show, can the Pac-12 implode already? I'm bored. The Pac-12's not going to implode. They're just not. I'm telling you. Monty fan in Rexburg, what game do you guys have on? We are currently watching Toronto
and St. Louis, and something is going on. I'm not particularly sure. Something's going on with the Blue Jays here. So the game has come to a stop, and the umpires are over in the dugout, and something's going on. I don't know. But
the Blue Jays are just uninteresting. Oh, they're going to work on the mound. They're going to work on the mound.
Okay.
And this is out in St. Louis. The St. Louis Cardinals have one of the best grounds crews in the business. And it does look inclement, like it's been raining. There's a lot of clay already in the landing spot for the pitcher.
Yeah.
On that mound. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what the issue is there.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to pound that thing into the ground.
I just love baseball, dude. I love,
do.
We've had it on all day. We're watching it in the MLB app on the TV. Like, big fan.
Yeah, I'm all about it. Let's see. Jason says, I already read that one. I apologize. K. Nuren says PBS and Buy TV would love to have the Pac-12. I'm certain they would. Vinny Romano asked the old Big East what happens when the Big East turned down an ESPN deal. Well, you ain't wrong about that.
Truth.
You ain't wrong about that. All right, 5:30, 30 minutes to go in the program. Let's talk a little NBA on the Monty Show. This Kevin Durant comment really bothers me.
Mm-hmm.
So Kevin Durant, your guy.
My guy.
Your guy. Says that legacy doesn't mean anything to him.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin Durant says that legacy is not his main focus.
Right.
And what I'm trying to figure out is, what does that mean? Because, look, I am not at all saying that Kevin Durant is a bad player for this, because he's not. That's not at all what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is when you make the comment that, quote, I don't care about legacy, I used to want to carve out a lane or space in this game for myself that people can remember, but it's become too much of a thing now. It's just become too much of a focus on other people, what he's done. Like, how does that sit with you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't love it. I think that there's a conversation going around, and hang with me because I'll make my point on Kevin, but there's a conversation going around right now about the fact that Michael Jordan never said he was the best player, and Bron has said he's the best player repeatedly, and that Michael being secure in who he is as the best player is what makes him the best player. And I look at this comment from Kevin, and I would love for Kevin to just not talk about it anymore. I would love for Kevin to just go out and win championships, because ultimately, whether you like it or not, whether you want to embrace it or not, or whether you want to run from it or not, you have a legacy in this league. You are, and I don't care who you ask, he is one of the best scorers the league's ever seen. I mean, it is what it is. And I think, you can say he's a ring chaser or whatever. You can do that if you want. But his legacy at a minimum, just the basement level, is one of the best scorers the league's ever seen. And to me, he is my favorite player, but what I don't love is that I'm seeing him talk about things like this more and more, where it's like, oh, well, the media is too much, or people are talking too much about this or too much about that, or Kevin's too busy on Twitter or whatever. Like, I'm not interested in that side of the NBA anymore. What I'm interested in is, how many rings do you have? What's this postseason going to look like? And was all this drama getting you to the Suns worth the consternation? That's what I'm interested in. And yeah, him struggling in his debut in the first half and then coming back in the second half was a nice little story. But now it's time to turn on Kevin Durant. Now it's time to be that guy. So I don't want to see any more stuff like this, dude. I love what LeBron does as far as going radio silent in the playoffs. No phone, no nothing, right? Just talks to his family and that's it. I love that. It keeps you locked in. And I think Kevin needs to do that. I think Kevin gets distracted way too much. And I think sometimes it brings him a bad image. And I don't think he's a bad guy, but I do think that stuff like this makes it seem like he's pretty soft. And I wish it was different.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. Tanner Plummer says, NBA coming up soon. Wait, you promised that we would talk about the indictment of the Tangerine Twitter machine. Yeah, give me about 15 minutes on that. Jacob DeLambo says, just use the promo code can't wait to go give it a shake. All right, well, hey, DeLambo. It's my dude. Appreciate you, man. Let's see. Ron Loney says, translation, Steph Curry made Kevin Durant. Ooh.
I don't know about that. I think Steph Curry's made Steph Curry. I think Kevin Durant has made the Steph Curry legend what it is today, because without Kevin Durant going to the Warriors, you can't say Steph before and after. And I think,
wow, I'm proud of you. Look at my little motherfucker growing up. Look at my guy growing up, making
adding society
making points that make sense, Like, and it's Kevin Durant.
Stay hard.
Like, I get
Hiscock.
that's your guy.
Hiscock.
Right? You've grown up. You know, listen, every young woman like you comes into see what I had tried, what I meant to say. I'm proud of you, man.
Look here, man.
That was a really good point.
Thanks. Thank you. That was awesome.
You were objective about Kevin Durant.
What?
That's a big deal. You are rarely objective about Kevin Durant. You are usually trying, again, to figure out, oh, Kevin. Like, that's
What would I do without you?
Yeah, that's usually how you are with him. But I agree, this makes him look soft. But there's not a chance in the world that Steph Curry's getting all the credit. Kevin Durant was an absolute murderer for the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
Steph Curry's legacy was cemented by Kevin Durant. And then he won a championship last year without him. That was huge. Kevin Durant's legacy is on the line.
Yeah.
Steph Curry's is not.
And I just don't like it. It doesn't. The original question, the way you asked it to me was, how does it sit with me? It doesn't sit with me well. That he's trying to say, because in the quote he also says something to the effect of, "Hey, you know, I just want to play ball. I want to hoop, and then I want to go home." Well, it doesn't work that way, dude.
No, it doesn't.
You're not some scrub coming off the bench, dude. You're one of the best players the league's ever seen.
Yep.
And that part of it I don't love. I'm good I'm good with guys who are humble. Like I'm cool with it. If you want to play the humble card and say, hey, you know, I'm just working on me, like I'm just working on my craft. Okay, cool. I'm good with that. But as soon as you start dipping into, hey, I just want to hoop and go home, yeah, you're losing me now because because you don't have that option. And that's what I think Bron deserves a lot of credit for. Bron understands, and Bron has a lot of flaws, and I'm not a huge LeBron guy. But at the minimum, I can easily say Bron understands that he doesn't have a choice. He has to go out and perform.
What it does is, and I always like, yes, salty drunk. Yes. You'd love to have him on your team. That's what this always comes back to. There's not an NBA fan on this show or any other show. The 3,000, 4,000 people who have watched the show today.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me that you wouldn't love to have Kevin Durant on your team. Well, goddamn, you would.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
Is that a real question?
There's just no doubt about that. And I listen, he's a wonderful player. This is soft as hell.
Yeah, it is.
And I can tell you, having covered Michael, Kobe, and LeBron, those three guys would cut off a limb to win a championship.
You know.
And this makes me wonder about his motivation to win a championship.
And this tells me why he's friends with Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, I don't love it. Jorge says I'd take Luka over. Stop. Guy, Luka Doncic is.
Don't. That's disrespectful.
Is there really even a comment? You
Luka hasn't won anything. He's done
is
nothing.
Not a winner. He is not. This whole thing with Kyrie and Luka, I think, is exposing Luka as soft as hell mentally.
Yeah,
I think Luka Doncic is getting exposed. They lost again last night. And you know what the problem is now? I think they're resigned to the fact that they're just not good together.
Yeah.
Already.
Well, and you're starting to see shades of it in Kyrie's pressers. You know, you're starting to see him say, hey, like, you know, none of us wanted this result. Like, it's not working out the way any of us in the locker room wanted. Like, they're resigned to the fact they're not going to the play-in. And what bothers me is you paid all this money. You gave up Dinwiddie, DFS. You know, you gave up a draft compensation to get a guy that was supposed to take you to the playoffs. And what has he done? Well, he's played well, but that's not enough. You have to play defense. The biggest problem initially I thought was that they just didn't play defense, which is a problem. But the bigger problem is their offense is uninventive. It's not creative. It's just, hey, give it to Luka or Kyrie and see what they can do.
You're getting out-efforted.
Yeah.
You're getting out-efforted. That's the problem. You're getting out-efforted. That's the biggest issue. And I look at like OKC last night.
Yeah.
Fighting for their ever-loving lives. They get a tip-in from Jalen Williams, and they win a game in Detroit. Without SGA, they're fighting for their playoff lives. Dallas is out. OKC's in the last spot. And it's crazy to me. It is crazy to me that Dallas is getting out-efforted. That's what I don't understand. Gary says, Kyrie is going to come to my Lakers. I hope he does. I think that's where he belongs.
I think they like D'Lo a lot, man. And I'm not saying that D'Lo is better than Kyrie, but I think he's been very good for them.
Ruff's official says, I'd rather have Luka on my team over KD. Okay, and I'm cool with that. Tell me why. Because I don't think you can make an argument that makes sense. It makes no sense at all. Nick M. says, I think ESPN is doing what is the best business interest of ESPN with regard to the PAC. ESPN owes no loyalty to the PAC or responsibility to the PAC intact. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, I think ESPN does what it wants to do. I mean, that's just who they are.
Ron Loney says, I never trusted Kyrie. Nobody does. Nobody does. Ron Fair. Any word on the Big 12 flirting with Fresno State? Not that I've heard of. The Pac-12 is, but I don't know. Bigfoot Duck. In 50 years, will people still be talking about KD, LeBron, and Curry? Or will they still be saying MJ, Air Jordan, his airness, Michael Jordan? That's an interesting question.
I think they will still be talking about Bron. I think what a lot of people don't understand is that LeBron James is the Michael Jordan of Gen Z. You need to understand that Gen Z has never seen Michael Jordan play and would not know who Michael Jordan is unless you told them who Michael Jordan is.
Or if they didn't understand shoes.
Yeah, or if they didn't. That's a great point. Yeah. So my point in that is not that I think Bron is better than Michael, but that time has passed and that your legend ultimately fades. It continues to fade as time goes on.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at, Wilt's legacy lives on, but I never watched Wilt play.
Michael Jordan will always be known as the greatest player ever until somebody unbelievably
I don't know that I agree
surpasses
with
it.
that, dude. I will always think Michael is, but I don't know. There are a lot of people who think Bron's better.
No.
Especially after the scoring record.
Yeah, I think Michael Jordan, Bron hasn't won enough. I mean, that's what, when you're trying to be the best ever, that's what matters.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. And that's just me. That's just me.
And I agree. Again, I agree with you. I'm just saying, I think that LeBron for Gen Z and younger folks he is their guy.
But I also, man, you guys are thinking with me today. Eras are always forgotten. Many forgot about Russell, Wilt, Pistol, Bird. But see, the problem is nobody forgets the guys. Nobody will ever forget Michael. Nobody will ever forget Kobe or LeBron. Steph Curry's a guy that I think is just going to be, oh, yeah, he was a great shooter. That's what you're going to hear about him all the time. In 50 years, people are like, oh, yeah, he was one of the best shooters ever. I honestly, I think that's what it is. The other thing is, I don't know how many people heard, but he just signed pretty much a career-long deal with Under Armour.
Yeah.
And I think it's a real problem for him because they do almost nothing to promote him. So I don't know. We could go on and on about it, I guess. But yeah. Delaric says LeBron's scoring record will fall because players are playing longer nowadays. Well, because they're coming in the league younger too, which is why LeBron got that record. He didn't go to college.
Yeah.
So that's a big difference. It's a big, big difference. DeLambo, dude, KD gave his all for Golden State, but he wanted more than riding Curry's coattails. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
Salty Drunk. Whoa, that was called a comment dump. Salty Drunk says loyalty in the NBA is a casual take. Ruff's its business. What did Ruff's officials say? Let's see. Man, we have a lot of comments. Appreciate you guys. Ruff's official said Luka is 24, scores 33 points a game, and is loyal.
But can you really say he's loyal? Isn't he still like, what's his?
I think Luka Doncic is a lovely player, very talented. The problem is he's a bitch. The problem is he complains. The problem is he's soft. The problem is that he likes Luka, and if Luka doesn't win the game, you might as well have lost the game because he's going to pout.
Dude, his numbers are wild. 37 this year, 40 next year, 43, 45,
million.
$48 million.
And you haven't even gotten close to winning.
All damn near 30% of your cap or higher.
And so the question has to be asked, how are you going to build around that? And he absolutely has a reputation as a guy you don't want to play with.
Yeah.
There are a lot of guys who will not sign in Dallas because he is very difficult to play with.
Yeah.
And say what you want about Kyrie, he's an exceptionally easy guy to play with. Easy guy to play with. Yet, they're struggling. He's struggling with Luka. Kristaps is struggling with Luka. Like, it's just a consistent thing that these guys struggle.
Yep.
And the talent of Luka Doncic is not in question.
No, we're not even talking about his talent.
I think you have to seriously ask yourself if he'll ever win a championship. Will he win a championship? because I don't think Kyrie's going to be there next year. I think it's going to be very difficult to get free agents assigned there who will fit with him. I mean, Spencer Dinwiddie has said some things that we're like, what?
Yeah.
Like Kristaps Porzingis is on the verge of a massive extension and is very quietly having an unbelievable year. You look at what Jalen's doing in New York.
Yeah.
Luka's a very tough guy to play with. And to your point, he makes a flip load of money.
Yeah.
You know.
He does.
And I mean, the money that he makes, I mean, honestly, you would think, and I could be wrong, but you would think that he works for TryDayTrading.com with all the money he makes.
Well done.
TryDayTrading.com. Get your $10 30-day membership. Legit, $10 to change the rest of your life. Because Alema Harrington was on the show yesterday, and I thought said it better than I could ever say it. If you can't figure it out in 30 days, it's probably not for you. You'll know at the end of that 30-day trial if TryDayTrading.com is for you. And frankly, we know a lot of people have gone through that program. I've never seen anybody take the trial and not go on.
Yep.
Because you make bread. They're easy to work with. And what you get is elite level coaching. So when I put this graphic up yesterday, and I think people were like, what are you talking about? These are the steps at Tri-Day Trading. Look on the screen. You watch this free video if you want. You go to step 2. Go right to step 2. Sign up for the $10 30-day free trial. And then notice what advanced coaching is in step 3. Learn one-on-one with your own professional day trading coach to trade using our proprietary leading indicators. Then in step 4, upon successful completion of your advanced coaching, get a corporate funded account. Accounts can be funded up to $100,000 over time. What that means is you're trading with their money, and if you make money on their money, they'll give you 80% of the profit. So it's $10 to make $1,000 a day. So I'll ask you the same thing.
Yeah.
Did you make $1,000 today? You didn't? TryDayTrading.com. Did you make hundreds of dollars today? You didn't? TryDayTrading.com. Do you work at home? Do it as a side hustle. But let's stop making excuses about the lives we wish we had.
Yeah.
And let's spend $10 to get those lives that we've always dreamed of. Vacations, homes, cars. Day trading is a legitimate way to do that, and they're going to teach you everything you need to know to be one of the most lethal day traders in the world at TryDayTrading.com. $10 to change your life. Please make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Monty Show. Before we get to Tanner's favorite topic, Jacob DeLambo said, dude, KD is all for Golden State, but he wanted more than riding Curry's coattails. Yes. Steph did it without KD. KD has done nothing without his own. He needs to win another one.
I agree with that.
No doubt about it. Chris S. says, Golden Blue Dude is one of the least informed people in all of this. Okay, he was on the show today and apparently bought a membership, so we appreciate that. I don't know the guy. If you're just tuning in earlier in the show, some guy named Golden Blue Dude came on the show and was paying us tips to tell us to do a collab with him. And we said to him, hey, we don't do collabs because, frankly, I don't have time to collaborate with my wife. Like, we're super busy.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, we should do a collab. I'll come back when I have more subs. I don't know Golden Blue Dude. I'm sure he does a perfectly good show. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. You know, if you guys collab with him, it will hurt your reps. Good news is we don't have time to collab with him. There you go. Appreciate the comment there, Chris. Bill Russell won 11 championships in 13 years. Bill was the best ever. Could absolutely make an argument.
And I think there's a strong argument there. The problem is, Ron, I think, again, it's this concept of time passing. I never got to watch Bill Russell. Now, I'm not saying you're wrong. But,
not at all.
But it's hard for me to have a true opinion on someone that I never really got to watch. And this is the same thing with Michael. But the difference with Michael was I at least got to see him in Washington. Now, I know that was the end of his career, right? That was totally the end of his career. But I did get to see the guy play live. And the thing is that I just think that Bill Russell was so long ago at this stage.
Yes.
Like,
I would agree with that.
I don't know. I worry that Bron for the next several generations will take over in the hype machine. I worry about that.
Greg dollars to say Golden Blue Dude is actually really entertaining, Monty. He's a West Virginia guy who just reports on speculation. His show is called The Speculation Zone. Well, there you go.
And there's
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, dude.
There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. Outside the echo chamber, West Virginia guy.
See, all these comments tell me he's doing a good show.
Yeah, because you guys all know who he is. So how bad can it be? I think we need to have an NBA GOAT debate on this show one of these days. Tanner, I totally agree. Totally agree. The problem is Jake always winds up, I wind up like he gets so upset and you wind up going home and crying and then you cry yourself to sleep and...
You fucking donkey!
I don't want you... Don't cry yourself to sleep. By the way, Jake's got the date tonight.
Crying like a little girl.
Yeah, stop crying like a little girl. You motorboating. Anyway.
Jackass.
Wow. I just expelled some methane. Anyway, the point is...
Bro, the showroom doesn't need to know that.
Probably not. The point is, you have a date tonight. Before we talk about Tanner's favorite former president.
Yeah, we have 10 minutes. Don't have a lot of time to go over today.
Oh, we don't?
No. We got to get home.
Strawberry Fields Forever.
Right.
You excited about this?
Yes. It'll be fun.
What are you making for dinner?
I don't know yet. I'm still thinking about it.
Macaroni and cheese.
Italian. Pizza. I don't know.
Macaroni and cheese.
I don't know.
Salty Drunk says that's easy. Jingles is the code.
What happened to SGA, bro?
Yeah, what happened to SGA? We will be collaborating on the 8th. Yes, we will. Super excited. Dude, the seats are great. You know what? I'm a little impressed. I am a guy that has access to a lot of Jazz tickets. The Nuggets game was very difficult to get tickets for. Very difficult. Matt Hart says Papa Murphy's. Yes.
Yeah.
Are you going to have some Papa Murphy's pizza?
I'm thinking about it. It actually sounds really good.
It does sound good.
Yeah.
It does sound good. I would absolutely agree with that. And by the way, Papa Murphy's Pizza.
Bomb.
Use the promo code Monty25 to get 25% off your purchase at $25 or more. See, we're always hooking you up. Discounts at freaking, Bucked Up.
And Papa Murphy's.
$10 for 30-day memberships at a professional day trading organization.
Yes.
We always have the hookups for you guys. I'm telling you. Let's talk about Donald Trump because we do have to go. I think this is a really important conversation. And I'm
not a big fan of Fox.
Here's what I don't want to do. I don't want to get into, the election. I don't want to hear it. I'm not here for that today.
And we're not going to read those comments. I'm just telling you now.
This is a history-making situation in New York. Donald Trump today was indicted in the Stormy Daniels case.
Yeah.
And I think this is one of the most transformative moments that we as a country are ever going to take part in. When a former president is indicted by a grand jury, this headline from Politico, read that subheadline, thrusts the country onto uncharted and uncertain legal and political grounds. Not only is Donald Trump the former president, he is a candidate to be president. We've never seen this before. But I also think part of this is that we have never seen a figure in this country like Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what you think of Don, pro, negative, whatever, we've never had somebody like Donald Trump in
Those are numbers of death
in our world before. Certainly not in politics, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a lot of things. He's polarizing. He is galvanizing. He is somebody that is divisive. He is controversial.
Yeah.
And now he is under subpoena. And what they're trying to figure out is how are they going to handle what is commonly referred to as the perp walk. The district attorney's office would like to do this tomorrow. Donald Trump's attorney said it's too tight of a time frame and that the Secret Service didn't have enough time to prepare. He had already tried to use this pending indictment in his rallies over the weekend. And you remember the AI, the artificial intelligence, that created photos of him and people circulated them and Fox published them on their television network as real. And it's just this whole thing that is so remarkable to me, because we had, before Donald Trump, we had some sense of decorum and normalcy. And what he did is he turned over the apple cart. And so now we don't trust Fox News and we don't trust CNN.
Right.
We just don't. And I think when we look at, like you look at this Dominion voting system slander suit or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Libel suit. I mean, you quite literally have, and I don't know if you guys saw this, but they were reporting on Fox News, on the television network. They were doing reports and commentaries on the fact that the votes that were being counted were actually legal, legitimate voting process and counting processes according to the Constitution. And the president of news at Fox News fired off a series of emails saying that that must never be said on the network. It's bad for business. She said, the president of news at Fox said, reporting that the vote count in Georgia was constitutionally correct is bad for business at Fox. Yeah. And then you have the destruction that whatever that was at CNN. Like you have all of this stuff where we've turned society into a one-lane road with a line down the middle.
Where are we at in society today?
And you're on the left or you're on the right. And that's it.
Yeah, you are.
There's no in between. And that's the hard part, is that there's no Democrat or Republican anymore.
Yeah.
There's no
balance. There's no talking. There's
no American anymore.
Yeah.
You're either for or you're against. And if you're against, that's the hard part of this whole thing. So now we come through all of that, and this indictment gets issued today by the grand jury, and you have Jim Jordan and several other Republicans firing off a letter to the New York attorney, the district attorney handling this, ordering him to break the law to stop this process, ordering him to reveal grand jury testimony and evidence, full well knowing that if he did this, it would be a violation of the law and he would be disbarred and probably wind up under indictment himself. That's where we are in this country.
Yeah.
And we have committees with Democrats and Republicans yelling and screaming at each other. And all of this to say nobody, who's working for us?
Nobody.
That's the biggest problem here, is nobody's working for us.
Yeah.
And again, and Tanner, I'm sure you're here, but to tell you again, I will just ask you the same questions. How are you, Donald Trump, or Bill Clinton, or JFK, or any of these other dudes falling at the feet of sex? Donald Trump today got indicted over a porn star. Donald Trump got indicted today in federal court. He got indicted by a grand jury. And he got indicted ultimately because of money that he allegedly paid, Manhattan District Court, to Stormy Daniels to keep the allegations of an affair with Stormy Daniels and Donald Trump quiet. And again, Donald denied the affair, whatever. Donald Trump is under indictment because of a porn star.
Yeah, I just think it's disappointing, And again, this conversation isn't whether you like Trump or not. I think the conversation is, how do we feel about the fact that a former president's under indictment for something like this? I mean, it just is, it's insane, And I really want to make it clear, because I'm not here for, oh, you guys hate Trump or whatever. I don't think Biden's a good president. I don't. but I didn't think Trump was a good president either.
And the other issue is that I find so interesting is he's having trouble getting representation. He's represented mainly by a guy named Joe Tacopina, who I don't know how many people realize this. He used to be a commentator on CNN. And what do you think he said about Donald Trump when he worked at CNN? Not nice things. Like crushed Donald Trump repeatedly. And now he represents Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Like, that's the craziness of this. Like, do you understand the people in this scenario? Whether it's the MyPillow guy, whether it is America's mayor, Rudy Giuliani, like, look at the people who have gotten chewed up and spit out of this thing.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous how much damage has been done. And I'm just telling you, I don't care what side of the line you end up on. I don't care who you vote for or voted for.
Yeah.
This is a loss for America today.
Agreed. 100%. There's no way around it.
Do you guys understand that our president, whether you want him to be or not, Donald Trump was the president of the United States. Do you understand that Donald Trump got indicted today? And it's going to be very difficult for him to defend himself in this case. I mean, if you know anything about this case, and I'm not even going to get into the merits of it, but if you know anything about this case, it's going to be really difficult for him to defend himself. And you know why? I thought it was a great point that the things that he said to people like Sean Hannity and Fox and Friends is going to make it very difficult for him to defend himself.
And we were saying that.
And the interview, if you guys didn't see the Sean Hannity interview with Donald Trump the other night, it was incredibly uncomfortable. Because Sean Hannity kept asking Donald Trump the same questions over and over again, and Donald wouldn't answer them. And he just kept digging this hole over, whether it was, documents at Mar-a-Lago and like.
Yeah.
Our former president is under indictment.
Yeah, it's NAR.
Over a porn star.
Yeah, and I think it just always feels like Donnie is running. That's what it feels like. It just doesn't feel like there was ever really an end. And look, I know that this is a really sensitive thing, and we've got folks like Ruffs and some other folks in here who are big Trump guys, and I get that. At the same time, equally I respect the folks who hate Trump, and I'm just saying that this is not good for our country. It's just not.
No, I think it just sows the division. Well, much to Greg's point, I don't like how divided our country is. Everything's divided based on race, religion, political affiliation, and sex. It's sad.
And kids continue to get shot in schools, so there's that too.
But I think that's a really interesting example. Like so the shooting goes down during the show last week. All the details came out, or the other day. And
yeah.
So originally this was reported as a teenage girl who took guns from her parents' house and walked through an unlocked door to school. Well, now we know that's not necessarily the case. In fact, that's not at all what happened.
Yeah.
Right? But what do we now know? Oh, trans people are violent. Trans people are violent. Well, what about the white men, conservative white men who usually are at
was the guy in Vegas violent?
The other end of the gun, right? Like the issue is we don't talk about the problem, the root problem. We talk about other things to avoid talking about the root problem. And Donald Trump and this indictment, it's not about a porn star and a former president. It's about Americans and America.
Yeah.
Who's looking out for us? That's the thing that I'm trying to get to. And everybody wants to pull out their tinfoil hats and talk about, well, it's this money and it's that money and it's not. It's that we as Americans have allowed things to come between us. So we hate our neighbors and we hate Asian people who are now subject to incredible violence in this country.
Yes, you did.
And
yes, you did.
We elect people like Marjorie Taylor Greene who sat in Congress the other day and released classified information about violence at the border.
Yeah.
That the people that we allow to like Jim Jordan is a great example. No matter what you think of Jim Jordan, there is no doubt what happened to him with the sex scandal around his wrestling career. You guys, like, how are you defending him? And then you see all these committees now that Congress people are taking part in that are accomplishing nothing. And the Boberts and the Marjorie Taylor Greens trying to play these gotcha games. And who's working for us? Who's working for us? Meanwhile, the AOCs of the world and who's working for us? Nobody's working for us.
Yeah.
But we're going to sit here and we're going to argue and piss and moan back and forth about, oh, he's innocent, he's guilty, he's innocent, who gives a fuck, man? Who's working for me? Who's working to get the economy back into a healthy state when inflation continues to come down? But we got to start making more money.
Yeah.
Right? We've printed so much money now. Right? And it's like, who's working for us? Are we really going to elect a guy in Donald Trump who is under indictment in the Stormy Daniels case? So who's going to slide into that spot?
Donnie.
I don't know. I yearn for the days of the Republican Party. I yearn for the days where you could stand behind the Republicans and know that you were going to be defended and you were going to make money. And
yeah,
that's what I yearn for.
Yeah.
I think this is absolutely, positively, any way you spin it, a loss for Americans. Just the fact that he's indicted. I don't even want to know what's going to happen if he gets convicted. I don't want to know. I don't want to know the violence and the terror that is going to take place in this country the moment that he's in handcuffs walking into a courthouse. Because that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Our wonderful soldiers and law enforcement people are now going to be put unnecessarily, unneededly in harm's way. How do we fix it? That's the biggest question. And again, I note that I have not said 2 words about guilty, innocent, right, wrong. It doesn't fucking matter because it's all anti-American. It's all bad for America. And the liberal side of the line that's going to be like, oh, this is a win. He's finally going to jail. Congratulations, you're sending a former president to jail. Oh, but he's a criminal. Okay, cool. But again, I just warn you. I warn you. Much like Mayor of Kingstown, make the deal, get him indicted, and now watch the world burn. Because I think that's what's going to happen. I think violence and anger and
yes.
And should he be indicted? It doesn't even matter, man. That's not what we do on this show. Fuck me. Like, this same number has called me 10 times now. Figure it out, people.
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Oh, it's like I see everybody being like, it's just a political game. It's not a political game, unfortunately. It's not. It's not a political game. And that's cool. Okay, who won today? Oh, the game is being played. Who won today? Do you really think that New York won today? You think the liberals won today? You think the Republicans won today? Or the Trump party won today? They didn't. You know who lost today? All of us. That's my point.
Yeah.
You know.
Fire and fury.
It's crazy to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway. Jet says, man, Mayor of Kingstown's legit. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is, dude.
By the way, The Night Agent on Netflix, you got to see it. You got to see it, man. That was a good show.
Yeah.
That was a good show.
Yeah.
Good show. Absolutely. Let's see. Ron Loney wants to talk about Bill Clinton. What's Bill Clinton got to do with Donald Trump? Politics reflects society's morality. Yeah, I would agree with that. 801 West Valley says nobody's above the law. No, they're not. No, they are not. Nope. We don't. Yeah. I mean, it's
People
crazy.
Just get shitty about it, dude. It's fine.
Oh,
dude.
they do.
It's fine.
Mark Hale says, Jake, good luck with your date. Don't screw it up. So you still don't know what you're going to make. What's her favorite food?
I don't know definitively what her favorite food is, but she's a foodie though. She likes to eat, so I think it's gonna be hard to mess that up.
I think it's when I would go get those tacos at Costco.
Yeah, well,
those are can't miss.
Yeah,
That or Papa Murphy's ain't a bad option.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
What do you lean? You know what you're going to do already. Why don't
No,
you just say?
I don't know. I mean, the tacos is actually a really good idea. I hadn't thought of that. But it's more of a matter of time. I mean, we don't have all night. We've only got like 2 hours together, so.
Okay. Oh. And then she's going out of town this weekend.
Yeah, family thing.
Well, look, I wish you the best. Please do not make babies.
Yeah.
Do not make babies.
Right.
That would be great. Monty Fan in Rexburg says her favorite food is quiche.
Right.
No. Attitude reflects leadership. Attitude reflects leadership, capital. Okay. C. Kaufman says, goodbye, Jake. Jeff says, Jake, go get them tacos.
Yeah, about that taco life, huh?
Tom says, don't knock... whoa, what happened there? Tom says, don't knock her up, Jake.
Yeah, I know.
Jakey Poo needs to go do his hair. Come on now, Connor Johnson says. Greg Hawkins, take her to coffee, Jake. It's simple, low stress, and comfortable for the lady.
No. Not at 6 o'clock at night.
Because the law is supposed to be applied equally? Okay. All right, roll it, Jake. Say goodbye, Jake. See y'all tomorrow. Hey, great job today, you guys. Rapidly approaching, what are we at? 14,000 subs right now?
Rapidly approaching 15,000.
Tell a friend, bring a friend, have them subscribe. 14,587.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out the door. Really appreciate it if you have not. Good show today. Make sure you click. We're trying to get to a new level with Bucked Up. Please get your free samples if you have not. If you want to buy some sups from Bucked Up, use the promo code Monty to get 20% off on your way out the door. And don't you ever forget the Monty Show, presented by The Advocates, theadvocates.com. Say goodbye, Jake.
Goodbye, Jake.